bit of a surprise stream for you. Thought we would, perhaps with a very somber game like this, we would take this moment to briefly, in some small way, honor Berserk creator Kentaro Miura. Miura? Am I doing that right? I never read Berserk. I don't know much about his works except that, of course, the Dark Souls games were inspired by his works. Heavily, I believe. So, I still feel in some way I've been touched by his life's work. And I was weirdly affected by his death. It deeply saddened me, actually. Especially to hear that he will never finish Berserk, but such is life, I guess. A great theme, though. That's just in the anime, of course. But yes, Dark Souls 3. I skipped over Dark Souls 2. I'm doing like a single-player run, no lark. And I don't even think I'm gonna do Spellcaster here. I don't know, I might like do some shit with like spells, but I'm almost thinking of doing a deprived run. I'm not gonna do Soul Level 1. And this is unmodded, too. I know there's all those mods. Everybody likes the mods. I might do that at some point in the future, but right now I just want to do Dark Souls 3, you know? So, yeah. I think I want to do... The one thing is, I don't think I want to do, like, summons this run. Right after we finished streaming Bloodborne, I did a run where I went back through it and, on my own, just did, like, no summons and all the bosses, and that was fun as hell, and very satisfying going through it another time. This, of course, it's been a couple years since I played this game, so I kind of doubt the skills are going to immediately transfer over, but whatever. But Deprived, so you start off with... You're at level 1, and all your stats are at level 10. What is the downside to that besides you don't get any cool, like, starting equipment? You know? It actually, like, I always thought Deprived was, like, the challenge mode, but looking at the stats, I'm like, actually, this seems fine. So, whatever, let's open the game. This is not fan art for the stream, this is just some dank fucking art I saw a while back and saved, because it's just so cool. And it's got, Katarina Knight in it. It's not Sigmire, it's Sigward, but just like the first, Dark Souls Spellcaster stream. He's got, like, little ingots. They've got, like, what do they got in them? They got, like, little red stones in their arms. There's a Koopa shell. It's kind of hard to tell how they did the CGI for this. Like, there might be some 2D sprites in the background on, like, layers, rather than having them 3D render all this shit. Sklurm. Just go with my brain on this. Sklurm McDermott. Yeah. Yeah. It's perfect. The main downside is not wearing armor makes damage do more to you overall, and you can still parry if you take your weapons out of your hands. But I can also just get a shield that can parry. People keep saying this shit, like, I keep getting the suggestion that, like, or the idea that I will never be able to get a shield that can parry, but that is a thing. Just appearance, face detail, similar, there we go, yeah! Oh god, he looks like fucking Voldemort. Yeah. The less human looking, the better. Oh god, he's looking like a fucking... He looks like a falcon. Looks like that realistic drawing of a falcon in part 3 when Araki is explaining what a falcon is. No. Uh-huh. God, look at that fucking beak. Oh! 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 Every time I move the camera, a new arch, a new ridge appears on his nose. No, we're not there yet. He looks like he's trying to get into the Turtle Club. Hey, did you know that, by the way, the Turtle Club scene in Master of Disguise was filmed right when the 9/11 attacks happened? So that's a thing. I feel like we're actually regressing to a more normal face, if that makes any sense. Is this one where there's like a degrees of difference slider? Oh god. He looks like the critic from Ratatouille. No, he doesn't. He really doesn't. I don't know what I was thinking there. I could just do this all day. I'll never arrive at a face that I want, because I could just do this all my life. He looks like Monkey! He's Monkey now! Okay, we gotta go Monkey Man with big anime eyes. Alright. Let's work with this. Maybe bald. Like, just like a depraved chimp of a man! Hair, no hair. Or maybe... This is close to my current actual hair. Look at this fucking shit. Monkey man, monkey man. Brow. Big! No, do chimps even have eyebrows? They kind of do, like in a sense. They don't really, but they have like the shape on their face, kind of. I understand a lot of people play Dark Souls games a lot. This is like my third time, really like second and a half playing it, because I played it once, then I played it with Lark, and now I'm doing it again. How about just a smear of poop on his head? How about that? How about we just shit smear on his fucking forehead? It's like Simba. Oh, and I think this is going to be in lovely 60 frames per second. I personally could not care less about the frame rate, but I think it's 60 FPS. It looks so nice. It's just like oh man, the graphical settings are like higher than I've ever had them on here too, because this is a new PC. So give me the Ashen Estus, and this is like, that's Oscar. That's like straight up in the pose. I have no problem saying I fucking did a great job on the EDX Gundyr fight. I just like made a character where it was like their name was just like beep 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 beep. And I went in, I've like played as the knight just to like check and make sure things weren't gonna frame drop. Because I remember the first time we played it, we got massive frame drops at EDX Phase 2. Is this game worth the $60 dollars? Abso-fucking-lutely. Also, I got rest. I got an emote for that. I forgot that happened. Dark Souls is awesome. I think Dark Souls 3 is actually, despite the tutorial thing that I just said, really great introduction to the series. I guess it wasn't my first game, so I can't really say that, but it just cleans up a lot of the aspects of the other games that people find prohibitive. I'm just gonna go get this thing straight away. I'm a clever boy? No, that's in Untended Graves. I'm not a clever boy. Can I just immediately start bonking this man? Does that do damage? Yeah! Monkey! Alright, time to actually fight this guy rather than just parrying him like 3 times and then winning. Open menu. Now I hope you don't think opening the menu pauses the game. Look at this guy. That guy's hearing the Guts theme in his head right now. Perhaps eternally. The kick makes its reappearance after being absent from Dark Souls 2. Which, Dark Souls 2, I should address this. I'm going to play Dark Souls 2 again at some point. Like a solo run on stream. I'm going to play the unpatched base game, which I've never played. Because that version has a broken glitch that is really fun to screw around with. Similar to poop walking in Dark Souls 1. You son of a bitch. You thought you could escape. No, talk to me, talk to me.
Hold out and
die! 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 See ya. He's freaking seeing you around, bitch. Look at all the dust falling off the door. Yeah, I remember this was like... amazing moment the first time I played this game. I was like, oh yeah! I'm gonna explore all of that. And then I was like, no, I should temper my expectations. I'm probably not actually gonna explore all of that. You don't explore like all of Anor Londo. But no, you actually explore so much of this fucking area. Like all this shit that's visible is stuff we do later, way later. Cause like up there is like the Angels of Londor. That's the rooftop that you fight them on. That lower bridge I think is the Dragon Slayer armor. And then that upper bridge is the one that leads to the Twin Princes fight, which is up in that room up there. Then you got the fucking Vort's arena down there, Dancer's arena over there. Osiris's arena is that curved dome top in the distance. It's like, holy shit. And look, there's Anor Londo! Fuck. You can see Anne Orlando from the very start. That's actually awesome. I think I remember hearing that specifically in an Illusory Wall video. And is that... That's not... Okay. That's the Undead Settlement. Alright. Right, because like, the exit to Vort's boss arena is, like, right there. You can straight up just see it. That's where we get the grandiose view of the rest of the game later on. Where the camera, like, zooms out. But yeah, if you're into, like... If any of that stuff sounded interesting to you, go check out Illusory Wall videos, because, like, he just does all sorts of bonkers shit like that. Yeah. Oh, shit. Whee! Yeah! Just chain them together. Just chain them together! Oh my god. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Chain them together! Why am I doing so little damage to these guys? This is dumb. Are these some of the ones that you can backstab even when they're like idle and they just get up? Yeah! They're like, yes sir. I will comply with your back bonkery. Which one of you is the guy that turns into a slurm monster? Look at this guy just like resting against this dragon's foot. He knew his lot in life. He knew what he liked. Or am I just gonna run? I might get roasted here. Okay. And get fucking burned, assholes. Well, I guess I have to fight this guy. Or he could fuck back off home. Oh, is he trying to do a patrol route? Oh god. They're both doing the fucking hilarious thing where they try to patrol, but they're not in the area where they're supposed to be, so they just walk in a fucking little circle. Oh, look at that. There's one of those guys, like, dangling, like in the Undead Burg in Dark Souls 1. He's dangling in the ivy. Come on. Oh, shit, what? Where'd he go? Wait, I didn't see! He just vanished. Like a fucking kiss in the wind, he's gone. Remember that? I was thinking about somebody touching my spaghetti the other day. Spaghetti! This guy? No, it's that guy. And let's get out of here. Fire bombs to make you aware that they are immune to fire. Or that they are weak to fire. You can do that? Yo, I did not think. I thought there was going to be an invisible wall there. It's nothing like a good bonk. Nice tactical bonk. Whoa, that guy had a flaming arrow in his leg. In his leg. Oh, that guy just turned around. How submissive and breedable. There's an arc. Janice on The Sopranos is like the worst fucking character, and I don't know how, because there's so many like shithead characters in that show, but she is somehow the worst. Whoa, the worst. And she at one point steals somebody's prosthetic leg to like bribe them, or to like extort money out of them, basically. And she keeps pronouncing the word leg. She always says leg every single time, and I swear the actress just was trying to be annoying. Successfully, no doubt. But oh my god, now every time I think of the word leg, I think of her going, leg. Oh, if only someone could do something about your leg. I should have gotten... Do you remember when I said I was gonna go get the fucking armor, and then my monkey brain forgot to do that? Do you guys like that moment? So many fucking, like, the bosses in this game are just amazing, though. Okay, well, I instantly got yeeted. I don't know why I just was like, yeah, I won't need to look at him to dodge this move. I don't know what that was. No, no. Yeah. Can we get, like, the cool timing? Yeah! Awesome. That's so awesome. It happened just like how it does on the OST. I love it. The cool part came in right when it normally does. Oh, look, he's breathing ice into the fucking stairs. The moron. Right up the booty. I shouldn't call him a moron, because he's about to kill me. Yep. Damn, that really sucked. I never really fucked around with weapons that much. Might have been a problem of mine going through the series, is I would just sort of stick to what was working, even when it started not working. Ass to ass! Do you guys know about the ass-to-ass guy canon? There's like a guy in... I don't even know, it's like some movie that I have not seen. I think it's Requiem for a Dream. There's like a guy in like a strip club that there's this old man who really likes ass to ass, and then that same guy playing the same character, saying the same thing, shows up in another movie. I don't know what the other movie is, but that shit is whack to me. Can I walk through these swords? Weed, 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 weed. Weed, 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 weed. Weed, weed, weed. Weed, 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 weed. Please. Oh, do not do that, you fucking asshole. Right up the taint! Right up the taint! Die! He kept nimbly, artfully dodging my moves. Oh, man. My heart should not be pounding at Vort of the Boreal Valley, but it is. Look at that door. Oh, man. I gotta get some fucking damage. I'm not doing early dancer yet. Here it is, folks. The glory shot. I think the game stuttered for a moment there while it was loading shit in. Wham! That is so cool. And another interesting part of Illusory Wall's videos is he's not shy about saying parts of it that are like inaccurate, or parts where they maybe cut corners and where there's some hokey shit. But for the most, like, there's a really distant undead settlement over there. There's like a copy of the undead settlement, but it's just to like, just look like lands far beyond, you know? Maybe they originally planned for you to go there in DLC. Monkey man, monkey man. Look, you can really get a good view of that distant undead settlement, actually. And this is where the giant bridge, like, got disconnected. Because the whole reason the castle of Lothric is up on this high wall, it wasn't built on a high wall. The wall fucking rose out of the ground like the goddamn walleyes from Jojolian. And so this is the part of the bridge that is disconnected down there. This is like the undead burg of this game. Oh shit. Look, this is one of the angles where the sconces are lit when they're not supposed to be. So those are the pyres that I will later go burn myself, but they're not supposed to be on fire at the moment. Oopsie. And then there's just an ocean, too. I wonder if that's the same ocean that the giants crossed in Dark Souls 2. It's kind of hard to say because the world did a bunch of, like, extreme fucking continental drift. Really, like, highly regionalized continental drift. Oh, look at that. A brick that's not modeled from behind. Sloppy. Simply sloppy. Also, Yahoo! Yeah! Yeah! Oh man. They put a death barrier there. You put the fires out. Well, then that means the reverse is true. From up there, they're extinguished when they're not supposed to be. My bad. But there still is an inaccuracy there. These are a little, like, scripted. This feels like a bit out of a Half-Life game. The scripted event. This is so dumb. I guess I'm running, though. I guess this is where we're at. These guys are not even a threat. Oh, I thought there was, like, level geometry that I could see through there. Taking a sip. Take a shit. Take a sip. Oh, that guy zooped into place. That was very bizarre. Whew. Alright, well, I'm shocked I got through that alright. But here we are. Speedrun to Road of Sacrifices. So this is like the worst fucking weapon to fight this tree boss with, by the way. Just absolute fucking, like, pants weapon to use. So I'm just gonna unlock this door and go around. Oh, ho, ho. Give me a good glimpse. Yeah! We saw his eyeballs. Just grieving. Oh, I am gonna die. We can't do a joke here, because I'm about to die to pot, dude. We cannot do a joke where I kick the guy off, because I'm about to die to pot, dude. Great. Remember when there was a giant rat in Dark Souls 1 that has, like, a custom, plunging attack animation on it? Like it's a boss? Don't think they had stuff like that. And tail cuts. What the fuck happened to tail cuts? Has anybody ever, like, asked, like, what the fuck happened to tail cuts? That was such a cool aspect, except for the Seath fight. Oh my god, I think I'm gaming. I think this is it. Yo ho ho ho! Poggales. I always forget how to find that bonfire. Now I gotta burn it into my memory. And I love how, like, you save this guy and he just vanishes from inside of the cage. Yep, he literally just nopes the fuck out of there. So all he needed was for me to come by and inspire him to fucking apparate out of the arena. Or what am I saying? Out of the cage. Look at this dude. Look at this fucking dude. Is he gonna kill? He's gonna, like, fucking frame perfect kill Sigward when the instant I come over there. I need to run past. Oh no! No! Is he gonna get crushed by this? Get crushed by the thing above. Please. He's stuck in stasis. You just did a little jump. No, you're not going there. You're down here. What? Oh my god. Okay, well at least he's safe now because he went to his spot. And there goes that guy. There goes my fucking hero. Okay, well, that was a comedy of errors. Make peace. I love that option. Just make peace. It's that simple. And look, he's only got a few arrows left. We made peace right in his, like, last fucking final moments of archery. Oh shit, is this? Yes! This is the broken cathedral view. Holy shit, we gotta take out the binocs for this one. Please let me peer at that. No! Come on! Yeah! Jank! You can see it down there. You see those textures. That shit is so goofy. You see how fucked up it is. Fucking hilarious. That was something that Illusory Wall pointed out, and there was like a little musical sting, like, what? Like it was a jump scare. It was pretty funny. It's a very catchy song. So now, send it back up again. And then I gotta do the cheese on this guy. This will be one thing I will cheese, because this is an enemy you see a few times in the game, and I don't really care about getting my money's worth on fighting it. Come over here. Come on, monkey man. Come on, into the pit with you. Fuck yeah. Best weapon in the game. This is one of those things that affects your ending, right? If you are hollowed or not, but I think, isn't it like, you have to be hollowed in order to get the coolest ending, right? Where you, like, marry Henri or whatever? If this is gonna fuck anything up for me, let me know. Otherwise, I am going to draw out my true strength, because it's just a free few levels. When are you going to play Skylanders? Thanks for asking that question. Very important question. No. Next question. Get the fuck out of here. This guy looks like Shaka Khan from JoJo. Gimme. Master's attire. Master. You mean like me? You mean like me? Fuck. Alright, I think I see vaguely what I have to do. Yeah! Easy! Easy! I'm an old pro at Dark Souls jank jumping now. I did that shit so much in Bloodborne, I'd better be good at it now. Which, oh, look at that fucking mountain off in the distance, just freaking out. You see it? I'll put it, like, right above my monkey's head. There's just something in the distance, like Z fighting or something. That mountain is just dun, 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 dun. That is just like, wow. This thing, the lore is like kind of vague on this thing too. I guess like Great Woods are just a thing in this universe that are like magical, powerful trees. It's very bizarre. Oh god, I really didn't want that to happen, whatever. And I love how you just don't take damage here. Just, you know, you just don't. Okay, try to get a hand one. Nope. Good. I think his other upper arm has one there that you can get when he lays down. I'm gendering this tree an awful lot, aren't I? Come on! One more! Yeah! Oh my god. That was so much better. Whew. That hand always fucking gets me. I just had to be careful. Soul of Boreal Valley Vort. I do need more strength. Oh, I need a lot more strength to wield this. Holy fuck. And now this might be the sword that I'm using for much of my playthrough. Because I remember this being good. It's like a nice long sword. It's not that long, I guess. Stabby charge attack, a little slow, but probably way more damageful. I didn't really look at the stats, admittedly. Let's just see how well this does on these fucks. Nice! Holy fuck! That is really good damage for those guys. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that guy really ran off. What the fuck? I like barely saw that guy. Hold on. That guy was going fucking like Mach 10. I need to wait for this to become touchable again. Oh my god, what the fuck? That guy was insane and he fell off the other side. That guy must be modding in some way. That guy was going so fast. Alright, well, great first stream of this. I'm having a lot of fun. It was a little, getting my foot in the door, as the deprived or the depraved or whatever. That is, that's a little tricky, but nothing some good old Dark Souls getting good can't handle. And I can't wait to do more. This is such a fucking, like, sweet game, and I feel like this is my, like, truly go through it and enjoy the fuck out of it run. So, anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Monkey Man out. I don't really have a plan for what to do in the game today. I think I'm gonna go through... Well, okay, no, I do have a plan. Here's my plan. I'm gonna go through previous areas and get some stuff that I missed, because I remember there's a couple paths that I didn't really delve down that I know have cool stuff. And there were some bits that I, like, sprinted through without really doing it proper. Alright, say the line, Horace! Yay! Okay, so I think I might actually just turn on my fucking heels and not do this shitty swamp zone right now. Because you gotta snuff out the flames. That's... Oh, man. And then there's also the Crystal Sage, I think is a side path there. Oh. Monkey. I did something. Please stay on this. Fuck! It is true that having a club would be a better monkey weapon, but I like to think that the story is that I'm evolving over the course of the game, and by the end he'll be a real man. And he'll get married, that's the proof. You have to be married to be a real person. Andrew was saying that he might stream Psychonauts soon. And I said, oh my god, you're gonna have to, like, chain me up to a wall. As though I'm a guy who's, like, who knows that he's gonna turn into a werewolf at midnight. Because I'm just gonna be so, like, it's gonna be so hard for me not to, like, backseat or just, like, be constantly, like, spouting fun facts and shit about the game. Yeah, I think it's a really good dynamic. I think that's a perfect, like, streaming thing, is having one person who has played the game, one person who hasn't, so you can get... Like, that's the new co-op Isaac video. I was trying carefully to keep Lark, like, not spoiled on certain shit. You know what I keep doing? Is I keep eating fruit and then putting, like, the pits and the remains of the fruit in the garbage. And then the garbage is right next to my computer and it smells like rotten fruit. People were complimenting my singing voice last time, and that's very kind. I like to think, you know how sometimes there are, like, bodybuilders that focus more on, like, kind of showy muscles, like people have the term glamour muscles, where it's like they, you know, they look pretty cool, they're kind of like fun for showing off, but they're maybe not the sort of thing that would, like, really win you, like, a fight, you know? They're not, like, core muscles that are, like, helping out. That's, like, kind of how I consider my singing voice, is very, it sounds very fancy, but people are like, oh, you should be a singer. I don't know about that. Oh, he's doing that move, the Isaac move. And I somehow managed to actually get out of that scot-free, damn. Good. So my voice is glamour muscles, that's what I'm trying to say. Weird analogy. Probably pompous. At some point, I've thought often about doing like a lullaby stream, just sing a bunch of, like, video game songs. Make a nice relaxing video for people, because people have said, oh, your voice is so soothing. Stuff like that. I'm like, okay, well, maybe people would get a kick out of that. Alright, you gotta move it. I know I moved a little to the right there. It's necessary. Yeah! Nailed it. Does the Monkey Man have an extravagant name like Costco or something? Yes, but I don't even remember what it is. It's like Smingle McDermott or something like that. It really doesn't matter. He's just a monkey. I love the Mimic's moveset. The classic dab, and then the like Tatsumaki, literal Tatsu, and then the flying kick. It's all incredible. Or not even the flying kick, that's the Tatsu. He does like a fucking punt. That. Yeet! Where he just tries to kick the fuck out of you. Who would do this? Man, I just realized, who would do this? Oh wait, the secret. Large soul of deserted corpse, it's all loaded. I made it. I made it. Okay, so I think the shirtless one is the puss of man. The puss of man. And the puss. In fact, was that other guy even a puss of man? Because he didn't spew out the black jism when I killed him. God, there's so many roofs. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you see what I'm seeing? Do you guys see what I'm looking at right now? Do you see this fucking stretched out texture here? Oh wait, it changed! It reverted! What? Huh? Yo, what the fuck? When I go out of binoculars mode, watch these little railings here. Boing! Holy shit. That's some jank. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. It's like level of detail loading gone horribly wrong, I think. Yeah. You know, one thing that Bloodborne had was just there were constant, like I wanted to go all around the world in Bloodborne and just like spackle up the place, you know, like just take little like poster putty and just fix, there's like so many holes in the level geometry. Look at that fucking wide thing, that is so funny. But in Dark Souls 3, I'm not really seeing any of that shit. Any of that, like, inaccurate, sort of sloppy level geometry. God, there really is that, like, stanky fruit smell in my room. And I know that my name is Grapefruit. Huh, look, she did the thing. Whenever she stands up, she goes, huh. I almost just want to make progress on the Road to Sacrifices, actually. Instead of doing that. I might do that shit off stream, potentially. Oh! You see that grab? That was a hardcore zoop. Alrighty. Golden Falcon Shield. That was the joke that we made in Lark Souls, was that, oh, what if Captain Falcon announced every single one of his moves, like how Shulk does in Triforce? Whoa, that animation was whack. This is always how it goes. This is always how it goes. Yep. Bye. So the real strat is to go kill all the blue ones before you hit the purple one. I don't know what it is about this fight. First time I played through this game, it gave me no trouble. But in every subsequent run, shit happens. I think maybe it's like, just spawn one fewer of the clone ones. This is like if Pinwheel was hard. That's what this fight is. I could put on, that's true, I need to swap out my shield. I just picked up Grasscrest's shield and, like, didn't even acknowledge it. I acknowledged it in my head, but I think I was talking at the time. Nope. One more. There you go. Oh, eat my shit. Get out of here. That crystal ball is just glued to her hand. Whew. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I hate that boss. I think I hate that boss. But I think this literally has nothing up here, which is really weird. Are you supposed to use this in the fight somehow? Look at those rocks. No, quite something ahead. He's pointing at it. You can jank over the wall and skip the boss like that. Holy shit, I should have done that. That's so sad that I didn't know that was a thing. I got the Titanite from this other guy, right? Oh, look at this dude! Holy shit! What armor is that? How is he so thick? How is that guy so dummy thick? What the hell? Yeah. Just slapped Mrs. Weasley's ass. Now I'm gonna get a howler in the mail. Might as well. Oh, is there an invisible guy? Okay, well. Right in the back. Cinematic. I thought I saw an invisible guy, like a fucking invisible pinky demon from Doom. I was like, is there like a shadow dude that I forgot about? I don't like you. Hey, die. Finally. That took way too long. Paladin's Ashes. Gorgeous view. Is that actually a thing? I don't remember there being a gorgeous view around here. Oh my god. Wait, what? Yo. That is a gorgeous view. Damn. What is that over there? There's like those weird mountain ranges. Just look weird. It's a nice view. Wow. Oh, I remember this. This is like, yeah, shockingly easy to jank your way up to. Jumping. Ah. Think carefully. This is a crucial bonfire. Silly enemy. Can't hurt me. Here's a door you just open. You just find it and open it, and it's epic. That's one complaint people often have about this game, is that it's like too heavy on the bonfires. I don't know if I exactly agree that that's like a bad thing. It's just sort of a thing. Couldn't teleport. Just play like the King Crimson sound effect whenever that happens. Yep. Oh god. And if memory serves, I think this is the spot. Let's see if we can nail it. There we go. Out of bounds. Now we go to the lands far beyond. There it is, the burp. I am almost 100% sure that that exact stock burp sound effect is used in Donkey Kong Country 3 against the burping barrel boss, Belcha. Donkey Kong Country 3 was the one where the Game Boy Advance port had the most changes. Somebody was saying that the fucking Game Boy Advance Donkey Kong Country 2 has an extra boss in that one level that normally just has like literally nothing. And that like blew my mind. I looked at it, I was like, I think I remember fighting this thing? I don't know. But it's like a head and hands style boss, which is kind of funny. Come on down to the Paradise City where the way I tend to play these games is just sort of plow through, make progress, get all the bonfires, and then go back and just get all the shit I missed, you know? Oh look, it's this guy. Why is he stuck? Why is he stuck walking into the wall? Whoa. The ceiling is just complete blackness. What the fuck? It's just a plain black texture? Huh? Also, this is canonically poop, I'm pretty sure. We are canonically squelching in poop right now. And also soaking ourselves in head to toe, or from head to toe, in the shit. Oh, that instantly killed me! Look at the little shield lying in the poop! I'm gonna call it quits for the day. For that. That's a fine place to stop. Alright, well, unfortunately Monkey Man's face is gone. We can no longer see his beautiful brow. Oh my god, he's looking pretty haggard now. Holy shit. So I'm gonna go turn on the fucking AC, and I'm gonna throw out this stinky rotten fruit trash. I'll see you guys later. Welcome to Monkey, everyone. I really think this has tapped into some sort of innate desire of mine to actually return to Monkey. That is a great song. It's very nostalgic. I remember specifically one of my first exposures to Mario Kart Double Dash, which is my favorite Mario Kart game, probably because of nostalgia. I went over, there was like a friend of the family, it was like their house, it was like my mom's friend, and they had kids, and they had a GameCube. And I think they had Double Dash, and I remember specifically one of them going, "Oh, go to Dino Jungle!" And I was like, "That sounds awesome!" And then we went there, and I was like, "Oh, shit!" And I was like jamming out to the music. That was when I realized I loved video games. No, and I remember them struggling super hard on Rico Harbor. And it was like the classic, like, let me play, no, no, and they were like getting really aggressive. Yeah, this is by Shrimp Feet. Very cool stuff. I think this was on the Reddit, the subreddit. Maybe Twitter, I think Reddit. I don't know, this is clearly hiragana. I could have looked up what this said, I guess, but I don't know what it says. Maybe it just says monkey. That's a lot of syllables for monkey, though. I don't really remember much from Japanese class. Is it katakana? That goes to show what I know. Let me see the monkey face. This is what we have. This is what's left of the monkey face, because I'm hollowed now.
You're like
monkey.
a frail maiden on the front lines.
A frail maiden?
If like the others,
That's
you'll have to play
Smexis.
the champion.
Blah, 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 blah. So I think you loop around. You have to, like, drop down here and loop around for this lady. And it's funny, because you save the lady, and then you talk to this guy, and he's like, oh, that's chill, I guess. Yeah, you know what? Take her. That's fine. And you're like, are you sure, bro? Yeah, go for it. Go. Why am I doing Larkless Souls? Just 'cause. I just felt like playing Dark Souls 3 on my own. It's true that the formula that we have of switching off at every death has its faults, and one of them is that we're kind of like half playing the game at a time, you know? Isn't this the pit where you can drop a bunch of prism stones and then... Or I think you have to do it without, like, traveling, without warping at all. But if you place these stones here, they're, like, visible in the sky in the profaned capital. But I think I would actually need to do that without touching a bonfire at all. Maidenhood. Hey, wait. Didn't the guy said he said I was a maiden? This is appropriate. I can go up to him and be like, huh? Get it? And they'll be like, yeah, I get it. Thank you. That's very funny. It's like what you said. You said that. It's what you said.
No,
There it is.
I'm waiting.
He said the line. The fuck? Look at that. Okay. All right. You want another moment? Look at that tower that's like right above the monkey's head. Looks like it's his dunce hat. Keep an eye on that. Bam. Stegosaurus things. They just can't get those things right in like the level of detail. So, slight change of plans from what we were originally planning to do, or what I was originally planning to do with Street Fighter 2. We were just gonna play Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and, or Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo and nothing else. But I've decided we're gonna start with World Warrior, the first edition, and end with Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, technically the last edition, but not really. We're also gonna do, oh man, we're gonna do a bunch of weird ports and different versions of Street Fighter 2, and then we're also gonna do Street Fighter 2 the movie, the game. And I think we're gonna watch the movie and record ourselves watching it. Maybe upload the highlights of that at the very least. This would be the first time we've fucked around with movies like that, so that's a definite maybe. I love the way the level of detail renders this time of year. That was an interesting sound. That guy was like... Rolling required ahead or losing sanity required ahead. Joke's on you. I got the dagger strat. I can use it for 2 feet and then run out of magic. So, in fact, I'm not going to use that. You guys are actually a pain in the ass. Okay, which one's this? The Witch of Izalith? Yeah. Please let him be there in the cutscene. I don't think he would, but yeah. So, to those of you who don't know, we have to snuff out these 3 things, and they all have a little artwork on them that illustrates one of the 4 Lord Souls from the first game. And you may be thinking, Grapefruit, you said 3 and then 4. Well, originally, people dug into the game's files, and apparently there were originally supposed to be 4 sconces rather than 3. And there's a 4th artwork for, like, Seath, which is the one that got left out. Yeah, by the way, someone said, the dagger... Alright, I need to 2-hand it. The magic just gives you iframes, apparently, but you still get the dash even after you're done using it, so I might as well. It's a goofy way to move around. an extremely goofy movie. Do this. Oh God. Oh God in heaven, please God no, help, etc., etc. I'm much too young to die, I have a family, and so on and so forth. Oh, that's the tree! This is the Jeremy tree, isn't it? Yes, it is, it's the Jeremy tree, because the dogs are right there. That's the infamous Jeremy tree. Or Jeffrey, no, Jerma is Jeremy. And he talked about Jeffrey putting the tree in the game. Okay, buy the key. Find the key, kill the monster, and clean up the goo. And this is normally a Patches encounter, right? But I haven't encountered Patches yet, so he'll just leave me alone? Or maybe he'll be here? I don't know. Hold on. Speaking of Patches, whoa! Look at this staircase. Here's a Bloodborne-esque level of, I want to fill all those little holes. So we uploaded the Shadow of the Colossus video today, and I've decided I'm taking it as a challenge. Because maybe some people see this. I tend to get a little defensive in the comments of my videos when people, like, you know how YouTube comments are. People give you grief for all sorts of shit. And sometimes I go in there and go, oh, you know, how silly is that, you know? You have some fucking empathy, or like shoo him out or whatever. This is gonna be my test. I'm not gonna say a single fucking thing, and I've already seen a couple dumbass comments where it's like, there are some genuine criticisms of how we behaved on that stream that I would be perfectly willing to accept, but there's some shit that no. And look at me, I'm already doing it. I'm doing it verbally now. So I'm just gonna shut up. I'm training myself to just not even fucking respond to that shit. Here's a fun fact, actually. Do you know prism stones can break if you drop them too far? Like, that one's fine. And then I think this is where Illusory Wall demonstrated this. I think they scream when they die. Yeah! That shit's so cool. What a weird fucking obscure mechanic. Oh, poggers. Poggers, oh my god! What? Huh? I thought I had maybe 2. I had 4. I had 4. Oh my god. This is such a fucking awesome fight, by the way. Very Dark Soulsy, very just dour and depressing and cool at the same time. My interpretation, I think it's never really spelled out why they're killing each other, but my interpretation is just they're just pure instinct now. They hollowed out, the abyss consumed them, and the abyss is, they like see the abyss in one another and they just can't stop killing each other for it. It's just the only thing they know how to do anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. This sword is so fucking good. Nicely done. Me. I don't know, usually I say nicely done when Lark is here. Nicely done, me. Man, yeah, that is a really fucking cool fight still. That's one, see, that was one, when I first played this game, I was happy to grind away at that fight too. That was a really memorable experience, was just doing that over and over again, which not a lot of fights can lay claim to that particular distinction. All these just like weird little incidental enemies, like the Aldrich spiders and shit like that you see like maybe 3 or 4 times in the whole game, but they're fucking awesome anyway. I saw a post, it was like on the Jokakaka Discord, that was like, the end of JoJolion is gonna be Josuke and Yasuo standing together, and Josuke is gonna go, I won! I was like, yeah, that'll be the last chapter of JoJolion. Looking for Jank. Oh wait, I found Jank, look at that! Jank, detected. That's just, there's just no floor there. You can just see the skybox. That's Jank looking, Jesus. Is that like the side of a building texture, like used as the floor?
Almost right. You can as
I shouldn't skip through this. This is some good voice acting.
a little.
He's saying, it's almost a relief that she's dead. She was spared all that suffering, but you can hear it in his voice that it fucks him up inside. Here's a sensitive subject, folks. but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna come out and say it. Some food, delicious, amazing food, smells like poop. Does anybody else know this phenomenon? Mexican food. Delicious food. Sometimes just smells like shit. It's just like actual poop. And I'm not trying to hate on Mexican food or anything. I'm not trying to riff on other cultures. But just sometimes I'm like, is that poop? No, that's food. Like I know I'm trying to handle this as delicately as possible. It's not just Mexican food. Hey, who knows? Maybe poop tastes like food. You should try it sometime. Now, there is a particular Mexican food place near my house that, it's some pretty objectionable Mexican food. That's the place where I got the nachos that just looked like they had been doused in 10,000 gallons of cum. These guys have the body of Crazy Frog. Did you know that? Did you know that the body is Crazy Frog? If you remove the loincloth, they got the little wiener. Okay. We got a really good listen to that audio line there. Because she wasn't playing any other sound effects, because she got interrupted. Bastard's curse. Come on down, boys. Do a nice jump for me. It looks like, hey, oh, the pizza's here! And they both just fell down the stairs and ate shit. They both tripped over the same thing. 1 in the table, 3 in my skull. Anyone know what I'm talking about? I'm sure to 90% of people this is a stupid fucking bit, and they're like, yeah, we get it, whatever fucking hipster reference this is. You're so proud of yourself, and I'm like, does anyone get it? No, it's The Sopranos. Damn, look at those cuts on its back. Did it get, like, whipped? Those cuts are so infected. That's just nauseating. These kinds of elevators are so funny to me, because they don't exist in the real world. Only in Dark Souls and Bloodborne and, like, Sekiro world. Actually, I think there's, like, only 1 elevator in all of Sekiro. Which is pretty funny. And it's, like, it specifically has lore as to why it exists, because it makes sense that they don't really have that kind of machinery in feudal Japan world. This is the fucking Home Alone boss. You remember? Okay, at the beginning of, I think, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, there's a scene where Kevin McAllister is singing in, like, his children's choir, and they all have these, like, church robes on, and he, like, knocks one of them over and they all fall over. And it always makes me think of when you, right there, when they all tumble over when you, like, roll into one. One more. There you go. We'll be seeing you around. I don't know if I've ever died to that boss. Yep, we'll be seeing you. Bye. He's just chilling. And now I bet when I walk across this, he'll be back up there, as usual. Let's just keep our eye on him. I see you. You're not up there. You're down there. You're not up. No, this is wrong.
Shame on you, greedy guts.
You're not up there. You're just literally not up there. Oh shit! The dragon's or the fucking giant's face. That's hilarious. I don't know why, but sometimes you see an image and just a song pops into your head. And I was like, yeah, I see this image and I just hear the... And I googled Gorillaz Song 2, trying to find this song, and then I realized that's the Blur song. And there were a bunch of YouTube results mislabeling Song 2 as a Gorillaz song. It's like that one video that's like 10 fucking like billion views. And it's Gorillaz Sunshine in a Bag. Everybody's favorite Gorillaz song, Sunshine in a Bag. But this is Mix 2, not Song 2. This is a song that was available on the old Kong Studios website. So, moving back to Dark Souls 3. Oh my god, Monkey, what have you done? What have you done? So I'm gonna try to kick this lady. Is this like the DLC lady where she just stands up? Oh no! I thought it killed her. She's fine.
What is wrong?
What is wrong? She doesn't care. What is up with that? What the fuck? Just, hey lady. Ugh. Oh, never mind. Oh, her chair's on fire. Are you alright? I would be getting out of that seat. That's what you call a hot seat right there. Okay, I keep accidentally doing the kick now.
Lord, eat us, my dear prince.
I've never tried this before, by the way. So I just thought I'd give it an attempt, even though, again, we all know how this ends. Do I just try to walk out of the room and it happens, or do I need to, oh, I think you just put the bowl here, right? Yeah, okay, that was weird. I had to like walk off to the side and there wasn't a prompt, it just instantly started. It was very bizarre. I like that you know, honestly, I was expecting the cutscene to not have the arena be on fire, but it's already on fire for the cutscene. It's pretty cool. Maybe the drip will put it out. Yo, the dancer with drip. I love how she doesn't even like directly walk towards you. It's just kind of, she kind of like circles around you in a way that I feel like other enemies don't. Whew. Also, can we talk about the 3-4 time thing and how, what bullshit that is? Oh, a lot of people say, oh, this boss, the reason it's so difficult is because every other boss is in like 4-4 time, and this one's in 3-4. And it's like, alright, cool thing to say, but what the fuck does that actually mean? Like, I'm well familiar with time signatures, oh shit, from band class. But like, this is a boss battle, not a song. But like, yeah, see, so Dark Souls is a rhythm game, and then somebody's trying to explain. I know, I am well familiar with 3-4 time. There are so many bosses in this game that have attack patterns of 3, though. The Abyss Watchers. They have that, like, swipe overhead. Oh, it's 3-4 time, everyone. Bullshit. It's like, oh, what a cute thing to say, but that's not actually true. You can thank game theory for that. Is that true? I actually didn't even know that was a thing. I also heard, we talked about this on Dark Souls at one point, and somebody was like, no, when people say that, they mean literally the music is in 3-4. I'm pretty sure that's not what people mean when they say that. You know the Apple thing? Where people were freaking out about, like, there was this whole thing on Twitter where it was like, what level of detail is your imagination at? Do you see, when you imagine an apple, do you just see a gray circle in your mind's eye? And like literally everybody was like, no, I see a fucking apple. And then some people were like, OMG, I can like picture it perfectly in my mind's eye. That must mean I've got like a super imagination. I could just imagine Matt Pat's like really earnest voice saying the like 3-4 time thing. I can like picture it in my mind's eye like an apple. All right, well, I'm out of here. I don't do nearly enough damage to this lady. How did he send the thing down? The fucking Patches was standing here. He was right here. I think, that's him across the way. Was it on the other side? I thought he started over here. This is because the you bastard. And then I started to walk across, and then he pulled the lever and it sent me down, but there isn't actually a lever here. He took the lever with him. Okay, it's fine, he's on it. Now block. Oh! Is he already glitching out? He disappeared for a second. What's your guys' favorite subway? Shill in the chat, shill. He's like, oh, excuse me, sir. Were you sleeping? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are these all your crystals? Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, what a klutz I am. He actually synced it up so that his gesture put the finger in the ass. That was incredible. This deserves a credit card swipe moment. Take a look at these hands. Okay. Back into this. I remember there's like levers by this like these little side areas with the dudes with the hats. Look at that dude. He just rotates. What the fuck? He rotated without. He's on little ball bearings. Is this a specific type of playthrough? Yeah. A good one. I love that that little ledge is there. Just for you to be able to do that. Just for you to do that. Hey, boss, why are we building this weird little, like, wing thing? This is like a weird little, like, it's like the best seating at, like, an old theater? Where the people hold up the tiny little glasses on a stick to their face? Why are we putting that there? Oh, thanks for asking. That's a good question. It's so that the video game player can move on in the level. I love the way these guys fucking undulate. Ow! 666! I do 666 damage to these fuckers. That's amazing. So this is the other door that looks like somebody tried to get in. Alongside the Abyss Watchers. Riddle of the day. Is that part of her body, or is she just snuggling with a slug dude? Because I would be willing to accept either answer, honestly. Like, you can definitely see, like, her actual body and her legs and her dress, but, like, I always thought this thing was a part of her, because, like, that's draped over it, you know? Also, the string physics on those things reset when I loaded into the area, so they're bouncing now. That's fucking hilarious. That's actually so funny. They're all gently bouncing in the exact same rhythm. Show me the Indiana Jones ball, yeah. Oh my god. That's the classic Germa moment. I just got parried by a guy who can't see. Also, he doesn't have a shield. Or another arm. How the fuck do they parry you? Whoa, whoa. Sorry to interrupt, folks. This is some hot action going on. Alright, boys, break it up. Yeet. That was actually very satisfying. Not gonna lie. They're schmancing on me. Look at him. Look at him try. This is just literally a pile of bones. Literally a pile. With just knives sticking out of it. Oh my god. Oh shit, they're duking it out! Yo, what the fuck? This is fucking awesome. I don't know if I've ever actually done this, but I always like heard that you could do this. Damn! He fucked that demon up! Uh-huh. This is not a trap. Everything's fine. Oh! Ah! Well, guess we gotta start over. Alright, well, we got plenty of health, plenty of Estus to work with here. We should be fine. Oh? Sorry? Wait, excuse me? Did the ballista just shoot at me through the world geometry? Oh, good. Yeah, these guys are really easy to fight with with like no Estus and low health, so it should be fine. There you go. Easy. Easily done. Look at the land mass. Just water? Land mass. Water? Land mass. Water? Land mass. Weird.
Be more careful. Some places are... Oh.
I wonder if you can, like, poison mist him through the door here. I bet you can. Yeah. I love how it's like, it's always the same fucking shtick with this guy. It's always like, every single time he acts like a cunt. And then he goes, oh, I beg your pardon, oh. Pickle Rick. Throw armor, just kunks him on the head. He passes out and drowns in 3 inches of water at the bottom of the well. Okay, and this is just comical. The idea that giving his armor would make it easier for him to get out of the well. Like, that's just like... That's literally just like a joke. It's an embarrassment thing, someone said. See, this guy's in a nice, simple 2-4 time. By the way, yeah, during the Street Fighter series, I'm trying to take care to not, like, overflow Andrew's brain with information. Because there's, like, so much shit that I, like, could be talking about. And people are like bringing it up as like fun facts in the chat, and that's fine, just sharing it with each other. But worry not if you think I'm like skimping out on some like interesting like shit. A lot of it is just I don't want to load too much onto him at once. Is that stagger enough? Oh right, this is his thing. This is his lore thing. I forgot about this. Pitiful. How mighty the demons once were. How far the great have fallen. Ha! Your pathetic swipes mean nothing. Can't even lift his club. Poor guy. Up the ass! The, I've noticed on the VOD channel, something I've noted for quite some time, the amount of viewership that you get when you do a game several times in a row just goes straight down, and also when you do when you upload multiple streams in a day, each one's gonna get like half the views. I actually do plan to show Lark Evo Moment 37. Yes, when we play Third Strike, I will show him that. I don't know if this is supposed to be Wolnir's skull, or if this is one of Wolnir's enemies that he like made into a goblet. Because that was his whole thing, he was a conqueror and he took all the treasures and prizes from other people. I'd be willing to bet that's his skull, implying maybe that somebody eventually conquered him. It's probably explained in the lore, but I don't fucking know. Or was that, I would say, James P. Sullivan, right? Oh, did he just destroy the sword? Whoa, and his animation just kind of glitched out there. That was pretty funny. He just, like, popped into another position. Bye. And gets dragged into the abyss. Isn't there, there's like an alternate, if you kill him without destroying his bracelets, he has like a different death animation, I'm pretty sure. Because those bracelets were the thing keeping him from falling to the abyss. See, this is where ideally I would have like 10 fucking things taking up the screen, and then I would step out here, and I'd be like, oh, what a majestic view! Also, I just realized that the camera pulls back for this. Look at that. It does like a little dolly zoom, just like when you exit Vort's arena. They know when they've got the fucking hype as shit, beautiful, gorgeous views. No! I was so close! I was so close! Nice. Fucking nice. Yeah, oh, you can try. Oh, let me just amble on over here. Oh, just the slowest guy ever. Oh, man. Couldn't quite make it, could you? Oh, that's such a goddamn shame. Oh, that is such a shame. I feel so bad for you. Oh, what's that? Did you lose, fucker? Did you get hit by the bonk? Get out of here. Alright, you gotta listen for the other one banging their scepter down. It's a neat encounter, honestly. Okay, this game sucks. See you later. Bye. I hate it. I hate it. That was the ladder sliding sound, doing like that. Anyway, oh shit, you know what I meant to do while that intro was happening? I was just gonna flash this up on screen. Right as this guy was putting his finger in the ass. Okay, well, never mind. If anybody just like listens to these like a podcast, they just skipped back 10 seconds in the playback and went, what the fuck did he just say? What did he just put on screen? So a couple things happened off stream. I did a bunch of co-op shit. I like helped a bunch of people with bosses, which felt good and got me souls, which is cool. I think you get like a reduced amount of souls though, from what I could tell. There was also one of the ghosts, like the lore ghosts that walk around slowly. One of them, their AI got fucked up and they were walking into a wall and it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, oh, speaking of levels, here are my stats. I don't know if anybody cares or remembers what I had, but look at that juicy 30 strength. I think that's where I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna go any higher than that. I didn't really intend to go that high. I was just trying to get the ability to wield the hammer, and then I'm not even gonna use the hammer because I don't have enough shit to upgrade it because I used it all on this fucking sword. But this sword is good, so I don't really care that much. I lost my dying to Wolnir virginity off stream though. I died to like the smoke. There's a lot of things in this game that are reminiscent of Bloodborne, like to the point where they basically were just reusing ideas. Like, this is incredibly similar to Castle Cainhurst, this particular encounter with the invisible ghosts with knives with, like, relatively high damage. but weak enemies. In Bloodborne, you go to the real-life version of the Hunter's Dream. In this game, you go to Untended Graves, which is basically the same thing. You know what fucked me up as a kid? Watching Lord of the Rings with my parents, and it's like Frodo he falls into like the undead marshes where there's just like a fuck ton of corpses right under the water, and they like try to pull him in or something. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings like since I was a child, so I don't really remember exactly what was going on. I'm sure Lord of the Rings fans know exactly what I'm talking about, but holy fucking shit, that scared me as a kid. Like, I think I probably cried at like the age of like 12, like kind of past the point where you typically cry a lot. I'm thinking of Hercules. No, I'm not thinking of Hercules. Clearly some Bloodborne inspired shit. Is this the one that screams? Yep. That's cool. And it's just a coin. Didn't need to have recently watched a Germa video to fucking remember that shit. That shit's burned into my brain. Because that is the first one in the entire series to do that. So it's when they start like glowing like that. That's when they start sapping your health. For those of you who don't know, or perhaps have not played this game, maybe didn't notice, they make your maximum health go down, which fucking sucks, and they can drain it down so that you are one hit away from dying at all times. Yeah, I can tell you're shaded differently when you guys come to life. It's not very convincing. Oh look, he goes into the Jape Cave! You know, there's a place near Mount St. Helens in Washington State called the Ape Caves. And I was just reminded of it with the Jape Caves. The Ape Caves are awesome, by the way. It's like a hike underground, and there's like these... It's actually very Dark Souls-esque now that I think of it. When I went there the first time, I had never played Dark Souls, but if I had done it post-Dark Souls, I would have been like, wow. Because there's like parts where the light shines in and there's those god rays coming from the crust above. Also, this is down. Did it. I will do some more Salty Bet at some point. I think maybe even Andrew can maybe sit in on a few Salty Bet streams after we've done Street Fighter, so that we'll know things. Don't get banned this time. I've already been banned permanently, so yeah, you don't have to worry about that. What the fuck did you do? Why are you banned? Let me put it this way, folks. The house always wins. Never go against the establishment. No, I talked shit about the creator of Salty Bet and their methods on because some parts of Salty Bet are pretty scuffed. There's like some pretty fucked up aspects to it, and it's not just like, oh, it's not like very well made, this free thing that we all get to enjoy. It's like there's scummy shit where basically people just pay money to cheat at the game. There's like pay to win shit. And I was shit-talking that, and I got banned. So kind of like Yandere Dev? Well, it's funny you should mention Yandere Dev, because they play Salty Bet, and they are one of the people that benefits from the pay-to-win system. No lie, literally. Go to Salty Bet right now, look at the bets. You can find Yandere Dev's name betting $1, I bet. Or if it's a tournament, they're going all in, because that's how they make their money. And also through Waifu Wars, which is a game that is completely unrelated to Salty Bet. It's this trash, like, anime shoot-'em-up game. And, you get untold gobs of salty bucks from it, for free, basically. Because, something that people do on there is they have advanced bots that give them better stats. Profane Flame, it's just sitting there? Okay. They, like, literally record specific matchup data over years and years and years, and then use it. They, like, put it into an algorithm, and then share that algorithm with other people in order to, for everybody to just be able to win, like, 90% of the time. Which really skews shit for other people who are just hard-working individuals just trying to make some salt off some bets. That's true. Yandev is literally the #1 richest person on SaltyBet because of that shit. Because they're just constantly botting. And the owner is just completely compliant with that shit. But yeah, I guess I said shit like that in the chat. you just got a nice little taste of the sort of things that got me banned. Whatever. Not trying to wear it like a badge of honor. That's such a, like, cringy thing. He's like, oh, screenshotting the fact that a famous person blocked you on Twitter. That's really cool. Everybody will want to be your friend after you do that, right? I kind of hate how blocking on Twitter... I've never blocked someone on Twitter because it's a retaliatory act. Like, the fact that they get some sort of response out of it completely negates... It's like, these websites need to start introducing an actual ignore function. Not just a block that is basically the same as just telling them to fuck off. It's like, shadow banning works so fucking well, but we just don't do it for some reason. And instead feed trolls constantly, because all the people making these websites are people who have never dealt with internet trolls, or who did not grow up using the internet. Like fucking Twitch. Twitch has a /ignore command for chat members, and it literally is just the same as blocking them. I don't think there is a difference. It's like they can't see or they can't see or participate in chat. They can't watch the... I think they can watch the stream, but they don't get to participate in chat, and they like don't get the ability to follow or get notifications for the stream either. So it's just the same as blocking someone. So why is it a different command, you know? Why is it even there? Just make it so that you don't see their messages, and that's literally it. I'm going on a lot of tirades and rants today. Yeah, no, blocking someone is the best option sometimes. I'm sure if you're receiving lots of harassment, which is a thing. Thankfully, the SaltyBet community does not really... There isn't like a SaltyBet forum or anything. It's weirdly self-contained to just the Twitch chat. Oh, this is this! God, this was shit that we never saw in Lark Souls, and that I had never done in my first playthrough either. But I did this off stream. This is the hand enemies. So, chat, is this the way to Sigward down here? Yes, okay. That would explain why I've never saved him. But it was funny in the comments of the actual, not the full VOD, the edited episode of Lark Souls. Somebody was like, "Oh man, it's just so painful to watch them miss that so much stuff." They were like, "Oh, they're just missing everything in the game," and it was the episode where we walked past this part. But it was like somebody was like, "Oh man, just with all the shit they've missed," and I'm like, this is like literally the only area in the game where that happened. But whatever. And they were saying, "Oh, I just wish someone in Twitch chat was there to tell them all these things." And I was like, oh, don't you fucking worry, buddy. We have people backseating the entire goddamn time. Every single game. Then fight and kill. Look, it's got too many fingers. Oh my god. I forget what that's called. Pointillism? Pintillism. That's a type of painting. I don't know if even off stream for Lark Souls if I ever did this part. No Sigward. Jailer's key ring. Oh, shit. There's no, like, in the fucking, with the Firekeeper in the first game, when you went up to it, there was just a little text window that just says, dead, or something like that. I was kind of hoping there would be a similar thing with him, but whatever. You steal men's souls! And make them your slaves. Folks, we are monkey again. We are full monkey. At the sacrifice of some life, we are a monkey. I just broke that thing. He's like, oh!
Excuse me, it's rather warm in here.
You must be fucking roasting in that armor. Holy shit. Yes.
I've got some stewing right now.
I'm like, oh! I'm like splashing it in my mouth. He's like, no, it's hot. Oh, I found the little Elizabeth mushroom reference. There's the goofy hammer. Where you find Elizabeth, like her corpse in the swamp. And there's a chest there with an item in it, and then there's a chest next to it that's already open that has nothing in it. I wonder what that's supposed to be. Very rarely you'll see shit like that in Souls games, and it's like, Oh, we're just up here now. We managed to get the drip on him. That's a phrase that's just been... You ever get a phrase stuck in your head? I'm sure everybody's experienced this at some point. Oh, look, that guy was climbing after me the whole time. In The Sopranos, there's this like subplot of Chrissy wants to write a screenplay about his life in the mob, and or just a mob story in general. And he's really terrible at writing, and he has terrible spelling. And one of the lines of dialogue on his script that is shown on screen is, we managed to get the drip on him, rather than we managed to get the drop on him. And I've just been thinking about that sentence, like, all week. I actually saw a comment the other day that was, like, classic, like, long YouTube comment thread of heated discussion about, like, racism or whatever. And there was somebody who was like, I can't believe that people take offense at the term black people. And I was like, yeah, I can't believe it either, because that's not a thing. That doesn't happen. I was like, you can't just make something up and then say that people get offended at that. Like, that's just not a thing. I managed to get the drip on him, guys. I'm gonna say that every 2 seconds. Nice little blood stain in that little hole. I wonder what happened to them. Let's go find out. I think I can probably guess. Oh! Oh! Yep. Yep! They got locked in. Wow, poor guy. Poor fucking guy. I've been dying to know what headphones you use after seeing them in the Shadow of the Colossus video. Oh, let me look, I forget. Audio-Technica BPHS1. That's the headset that I get, and it is the best, like, voice quality I've ever had on a microphone, although I was using the wrong type of microphone for ages without really realizing. Well, here's the thing, actually. Because some people, if you have a really good audio environment, then you can use a condenser mic, like I used to use. But if you have bad room audio, like reverb and shit, then it's not the best idea. And you need one for each person, and you need to have it like right in front of their mouth, and it's a whole thing. So right now I have the headset mic for me and the lavalier mics for me and Andrew. Oh my god, something great happened off stream and I was so sad that we missed it. A Titanite lizard ran through the wall and fell to its death out of bounds. It was fucking beautiful. I'm so sorry I wasn't recording for it. In fact, did that happen in Lark Souls? That might have even happened in Lark Souls. I'm getting like false memories now. Okay, I'll hit you. Now hit me. Okay, I'll hit you. Now hit me. Hit me! Wacha! Whoa, whoa! Excuse. Whoa! You saw what I saw. Look at the ground. At the base of this ladder. Whoa! Excuse you, sir. The fuck was that? By the way, I posted that list of Street Fighter games that I was gonna play on Twitter. Yeah, there's like 10 more. No, not really. But, I added a lot more to the list. Or there's a lot more, like, you know, we decided to do a couple different versions of Dark Souls 2, or Street Fighter 2, for instance. Wow. Things like that. I'm adding a couple more, like, versions of the games and shit. I'm thinking about having us do a CVS game as well. Oh, shit. Well, time for Vor. It's another fucking dumb Doctor Who episode. You know? What's, like, a really stupid one? I feel like I blocked some of them out of my memory. Andrew was telling me about one that you, like, it was like a guy won a contest, like a kid won a contest to write a Doctor Who episode. And then they were like, yep, we'll just make this an episode. And it was like someone got turned into a floor tile. I think I blocked that episode out of my memory. Oh, look, he's here. You are a saint. What? The door was literally open. The door was literally open. What the fuck? That makes zero sense. Yeah. Let's fucking go! Even if he dies, just seeing this cutscene is worth it. Yes.
Old friend.
Yeah, these guys are bros, by the way, to those of you who have never played this or don't know.
Secret of the Knights of Katarina.
He took an oath that if this guy ever hollowed out or swayed in his duties, that Sigward was to strike him down. I don't know if I'll ever fight this boss the hard way, you know? Shit, I think... Did he die? I think he died. Yeah. Bye. We'll be freaking seeing you later. I don't know, he might have already been dead. He must have been by the time I died. Damn. Here's his armor. Well, we got to see the badass cutscene. I'm happy with that. This is how you should be by the bonfire. We're like observing fire with mystic fucking with, you know, in awe. But next time, I think you guys can expect a stream full of dying to Pontiff James P. Sullivan. And, maybe more. I don't know. Monsters Inc. ripped off Dark Souls 3? No. Dark Souls 3 ripped off Monsters Inc. Never forget how Pixar got fucked over by From Software. The tyrant From Software. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Gonna fight James P. Sullivan today. Probably die a lot. I've never actually beaten this guy without summons, but I've never really... I gave him like 5 tries on my initial playthrough, and I was like, fuck that. And then I just summoned, and then I think we just instantly summoned for Lark Souls. So, I am very unprepared. I sense, my spidey sense is telling me we may be seeing perhaps multiple hours of deaths. It's maybe pessimistic. Sometimes you're not pessimistic. Sometimes you're just right. Hey, I progressed the Henri quest line. Alright, let me try to do that. I progressed the Ennui quest wine. That was good shit. She was in the Catacombs of Carthus. Apparently she marks, when you, like, miss one of the places that she could have appeared at, she marks her spot with a prism stone, and she, like, says that in her dialogue. But look, our statue friend in the corner is there. The mimic. It turns out I have to actually not kill them, though. And I think they'll, like, kidnap Henri right after this or something, or, like, subdue her. So correct me if I'm wrong, but Germa had, like, a relatively easy time with Pontiff. Like, Pontiff and Dancer, he just, like, nailed it, basically. Fuck's up with that? I remember seeing that on stream and I was like, damn. A little bit of proof, perhaps. He is a functional gamer. The only other place I've seen this word, glaive. You guys know what I'm talking... Some people know where I'm going. Balloons Tower Defense 5, baby. Oh, I used a Divine Blessing off stream because I was like, you know what? I'm literally never... It was when I shut off the, I shut off the crossbow thing. The big launcher in the Smoldering Lake. And then there's a little place where you drop down a bunch of ledges, and the first drop is kind of far, and I was like at like a quarter of my health, and I had no Estus left, and I was like, fuck. I'm not gonna drink the Siegbrow. I'll just use this Divine Blessing to get down here. Because I thought there was like an item on the way down, but there wasn't. So I just wasted a Divine Blessing instead of just using a Homeward Bone. So, I might try out the, Twin Blades. I'm seeing some good things about that. Someone said they're for pussies, so that probably means they're actually pretty good. Tried to sidestep me, but he's, you know, stuck outside. Oh, he dropped an item. Yeah! Yo! Poggers. You know what? I'm gonna hit this man with the disrespect. I'm gonna put on his fucking knight's armor, even if it makes me fat roll. No, it didn't make me fat roll. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Now you're gonna murder me. Okay. Wow, that just never ends. Whoo-wee! Just smack him outright. Like an asshole. You know, this guy's a cunt. This boss, and I'm not talking about like the video game aspect. I'm just talking about like in the lore. This guy is canonically an absolute fucking dickhead. This is not a perfect world. Yo! I now pronounce you man and wife. I did it, guys. I did the guy. I got the sunken bonfire. Whew-wee. Only like half an hour? That's not too bad at all. Yeah, you just fucking beat the shit out of it. You don't fight that guy. That's how you beat him. Is you don't fight him. You just stab him while he's charging up his guy. Nice. Very nice. And now... Oh, I gotta... back to the wiki. After defeating Pontiff Sullivan, check! If done correctly, she will tell you that your spouse awaits you in the Temple of the Dark Moon. Okay, holy fuck. Let's go back to, I'm gonna try to get the Lord of Hollows ending. But if I fuck it up, then so be it. This is such a weird plotline. We don't actually marry her, too. I'm pretty sure we, like, stab her and kill her. It's like a ceremony that's, like, called the marriage, or something like that. Like, I didn't know, like, I've played a little bit of every Street Fighter game, and, like, they've all got something great to offer. Street Fighter 4 looks really good. I was shocked at how good it looked. They, like, stylized it. It's from that era. They didn't just have everything at their disposal, so they just made everything realistic, and they had to, like, stylize it a little bit, but that was kind of to its favor. I've never done this before, by the way. Yes, you're obviously handing me something there, yes. Oh, right of wedlock gives birth to a true hollow lord. Ceremonial sword of Londor cannot be equipped as a weapon. Well, there you go. It is said that a right of wedlock will presage a true hollow lord. I've never heard that word in my life. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Penetration. That's fucked up. She was our friend. That's actually, yeah. She was already dead, it's fine, we're just taking her dark sigils. So is it like, are we bearing like the weight of all the sins of humanity? Because this is getting dangerously close to Jesus territory. Well, I did it. Oh man, I stab her in the fucking face! Damn! See his corpse? It respawns in when we look at him. You can see it flop. I'm not crazy, you can see it flop. This one's got red eyes. The other ones don't. Oh, you know what? That's why they have little orbs in their fucking head. Guys, we figured it out. The red eyes, because they needed a place to put the fucking eyes. Right? Am I crazy? That's why they got little metal balls in their head. Because they needed a placeholder for where the eyes are. Yeah, okay, I don't see nothing. This was all a waste of time. This was all a waste of time. Nestle's makes the very best chocolate. Anybody remember that? Nestles? But now they're like one of the worst, like, omega conglomerate corporations in the world. Yay. Hi, doggy. You're my favorite customer. Ah! Pull the lever. Oh my god, I warped to the other side of the lever. Holy shit. That was powerful. Whoa, whoa, is he gonna jank through the stairs? What's going on? His animations are not meant to be on a sloped surface at all. Which is funny because he exists right outside of a staircase. Up there's the Twin Prince's Tower. You can still see the place where you fight the Angels of Londor. Look at the seam between those. Right above the monkey's head, there's a little crack. There's a seam in the architecture in the distance, where they just like Lego fit together two different parts. I remember when that move really fucked me over when we were doing this for Lark Souls. This is like I definitely get. Like, a lot of people sort of accuse Dark Souls 3 of being, oh my god, that was a counter hit when I was rolling. Fuck. They accuse it of being, like, fan servicey. This is definitely the most... This moment is, like, the most fan servicey moment. Because it's got so much shit from Dark Souls 1 in it, where it's like, oh, the Priscilla move, and the Nito move, and it's got Dark Sun Gwendolyn as a hat. And it's playing the Dark Sun Gwendolyn theme remix. And, isn't there more? Yeah, it's in Anne Orlando, it's in the Ornstein and Smough arena. But it's, I mean, it's also, like, canonically this character, they, like, did write it into the lore well, but it does come across a little overt. So the second phase, this boss is no slouch. This is the hardest of the three dudes in the cutscene, you know, at the beginning, in my opinion. He's not the hardest in the game or anything, he's just tricky. Okay, that slice. That's in 3/4 time. Am I right, folks? One more hit. There you go. Boom. Stabbed you right in your fat 39-pound mole ass. Ugh. Oh, right, and that was the last one. So we get the cool cutscene now. Cool. Oh god, I gotta go do Dancer now. Oh. Well, this is a good attempt so far. But we know how those go. You know, people talk about like the disparity in having trouble with bosses or not having trouble with them. For me, I feel like Lady Maria is the one for me where I get to be like, yeah, that boss was just never really that crazy difficult for me. That was one of the ones that in my second playthrough, I first tried her, and that was an amazing feeling. Oh no! No! It's over! Rip! Once I got hit with the shield, I knew. That sucks. I should have just done you know what I should have done? I should have done a heavy stab for the second hit there. Okay. Get an inhaler, dancer. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, like 3/4 time. Like that. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what? I'm feeling like an epic gamer today, folks. Pontiff and dancer. That's a hearty meal of a stream. Oh, and now we can. Oh, now the game opens up. Now we can do some nice optional shit, or we can sprint right to the Twin Princes. I love how it totally looks like stairs are gonna like come up there, and then just the dinky little ladder comes down. That's such a comical moment. Shield of an ancient king who was cursed by an all-consuming thirst. Uh-oh. The residue of the king's lust still smolders within this shield. That's gross. He really was thirsty. Rubbish. Appraisals, 652. Can I leave myself with 1 soul? Yes. Yes. That's mine. That's my soul. I learned some good strats for Dancer there, too. Like with that darkness move, rolling through the second half of it. When she does that second wave of dark energy. Dark Energy is a song on the Half-Life 2 soundtrack. I am a robot. Designed to dispense Half-Life facts and information. I don't think those are Grey Rat's babies, Chet. Even though I just did say the Grey Rat fucks. Look, this guy's still got the healing buff on him. Okay, no longer. Alright, Osiris is kind of like the old Demon King. Not just in the sense that he's optional. Fuck! Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Yep, I'm dead. Because these guys locked me in. Fuck. That's just a Zorb ball situation. Oh, hello? 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 What's this? How whimsical. Okay, well, not much to be done from there. Really wish I could, like, squeeze through there. Is it even worth fighting these guys, though? I mean, I really just got screwed over by the Zorb balls there. Okay, and it happened again. It, like, instantly zoned in on me in the Zorb ball. I'm gonna lose my mind. Try to parry him. Nope. Did you see how fucking quickly he Zorb balled me? Did you see? That was like Zorb ball speed run. Oh, wait. Na, 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 na. Okay, hey, you're the worst guy in the universe. I hate you. All right, you can hear him crying outside his arena. This guy's a real chatty Cathy. One of the rare chatty Cathy Dark Souls bosses. There's a couple in the first game, there's a couple in this game. I guess there's a few in Dark Souls 2 as well, but it's rare that they actually talk to you.
Finally taken notice, have you?
He's like, no, I'm just on my way to fight Champion Gundyr. I don't give a shit about your baby. I remember Lark saying, oh, imagine you want to be a dragon and then you turn out like a weird, gross, gubbensy dragon like this one and not like a cool dragon. He's got a Grundle. If you look at his taint, that man has a Grundle. Get the fuck out of here. Da baby? You're da baby? I'm your biggest fan. I think that was first try. Don't mean to toot my own horn. That's our first try, I think. And this is like a parallel to Oscar at the beginning, except this guy is perfectly composed. Or is Grey Rat back? I think people said I killed Grey Rat. He has not returned from his thing. Maybe I need to go save him or something. Somebody said that like another character, another NPC saves him. Oh, I love that the animation, you reach your arm higher up because it's a big throne. Holy shit, that's a good touch. I should probably put on my better parrying shield for Gundyr. Because he's like the parry slut. There's one. Yahoo! Nice. Boom. Get some stamina back. Yeah, nice. Oh shit. Oh god. I don't think you can parry that one. Actual Street Fighter combo. Oh, that was a good first phase, and then he instantly fucked me over. Bada bing. Bada boom. The fuck out of here, baby. Yeah. But what shrine is this? They did a really good job making it so that, like, it's not just completely black, you know? There's a very slight light on all the thrones, so you can tell instantly what room this is, of course. But it's still, like, just shockingly dark compared to how it is in the overworld, or in the light version. Oh, yeah, and that's permanent homeward bone. Hell yeah, time for crab. What? People were saying there was a crab that I walked past in, like, the catacombs of Carthus or something. And I was like, what the fuck are you guys on about? If there was a crab that I just completely missed earlier on, by the way. Oh! Oh! Yeah, pretty fucking fun. Good times. I feel like a badass. I feel like a big man. And next time we get to do an even cooler part of the game. I really like, Dragon Slayer Armor's a cool fight. It's kind of, I think the second phase is a little bullshit sometimes. Like, there's some times where I die to it and I'm like, what could I have done there? But, Twin Prince is fucking awesome too, and, maybe we can even polish off Soul Cinder that day, I don't know. Alright guys, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Gonna play the game. You know which one I'm talking about. Oh, I played a bunch off stream. Went back to Untended Graves. I killed those Titanite lizards. It turns out the place where there was one Titanite lizard, there are now 2 Titanite lizards, and I was shocked how easy they went down, because I guess I'm leveled at this point. The bonfire after the courtyard with the giants in Irithyll, right after you beat Pontiff, that, like, ladder down with the illusory wall that I missed because I was being chased by those 2 guys. That was, I went back there and just whooped those fucking doggies too and got that bonfire and prayed to the fat man. It always weirded me out that he is not an actual boss, he's just a mini-boss. I wonder maybe if they tried, like, translating his moveset over to Dark Souls 3 and realized this boss is quite a bit easier with Dark Souls 3 controls. You can roll in any direction, for instance. Oh shit, oh I gotta do the thing. This is the one grab attack that you can mash out of, I think. Yeah! Is it implied this is the other demon in the asylum from Dark Souls 1? I don't think it's the same one, because you kill that one in Dark Souls 1. I guess it is an optional boss, but I don't know. Well, we know there are many demons that look like that, as evidenced by... Whoa. That's jank. That's plain and simple jank. As evidenced by the demon ruins in this game. Holy fuck. You can just see the goo panel from the slime extending past the wall. Just straight up. That's so funny. And then there's trees, I think, just floating on nothing? I think those trees are not on anything. Wow, yeah, this is a beautiful game. I remember probably the first time I saw someone, like, play this game. I saw this area, and I was... something about it just kind of blew my mind. I was like, whoa, they placed every fucking individual brick. Like, it just looks so good. But now that I'm older and I've played a few more games, I can sort of recognize some of the tricks that they made to, like, they used to make this look, like, really, 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 really good, while still making it so they didn't have to, like, fucking lose their minds placing every brick down at once. Wow, that's a cool guy. He's literally just got his entire head stuck in the wall. Even Dark Souls 2, I saw this fucking thing that was like... Oh, what was it? It was George Costanza talking to Jerry at, like, the diner. He's like, no, you see, Jerry, time is convoluted in Lothric. The Earthen Peak to Iron Keep transition doesn't have to make sense. I was like, wow. Where'd you find this photograph of myself? It did bug me that it said time is convoluted and not, like, space. Because that's really what's getting fucked up in the Iron Keep, but whatever. I actually agree with that sentiment though, which is why I felt like I was called out. I'm already such a Costanza-like figure. You know, it's sad because I really think all indications point towards there being a poison swamp in Elden Ring. Right? I mean, it's a pattern. Couple games, couple poison swamps, could be a coincidence. This is a fucking habit. Dark Souls has a problem. FromSoft has a problem with that shit. Dancer swords are one of the worst weapons in the game. Bada bing, bada boom. Purchased. My liege. Oh, we like bonked heads together. Kunk. These guys lag the game considerably. I'm just gonna go for this. See if I can... Okay. I don't know how I didn't get, like, stunned at all there, but I'm cool with it. Woo woo! Wah, wah, wah. Yeet. Oh, now he's pissed. Now he's pissed. Oh, now he gets all his health back. That sucks. Yeah, just burn up a storm. If they only could figure out how to, like, just breathe fire down here a little bit, like they clearly could. They just fucking suck. Oh! Bad sitch, bad sitch. Uh-huh. Oh, good sitch. Good sitch. Why am I'm feeling cheesy today. I don't know why I got the cheese in my soul. Do your Binding of Isaac attack. Yeah! I love the Binding of Isaac attack. He did it right when I asked him to. What a gentleman. Look, that's the dancer corridor. Look at that. And then, okay, so if we look all the way over there, that's like, damn, and that's actually accurate. That's like the place where we started the fucking game, basically, where we warped into here for the first time. So, I never really even understood what was going on here. The dragon's foot has the pus of man in it, and that is, like, controlling the dragon, I guess? This never made a lot of sense to me. I never felt like this was, like, explained, but of course I'm not a lore expert. It really feels like they just took the goop and just stapled it on there. Like, look, you can see the eyes of the original enemy, can't you? Maybe not. Like the glowing red eyes. So I think that kills the entire dragon, if I recall correctly, and it dissolves. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, did it kill the other dragon too? Someone in chat said sometimes it randomly kills the other dragon too. And I think it did that. Why? Huh? I'm fine with this. Its body, like, didn't disappear too. Did appear. This feels like actual jank. This is like a glitch. This was not meant to happen. So that's still alive. Why did the other dragon die? That mirror, this window, rather, is just embedded in the ground. Here we are. Oh, and yeah! 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 I'm not actually gonna do any. I haven't done any Covenant shit yet. Like offerings at all. Titanite scale. Whoa, how many was that? 3? I can upgrade this weapon again, or I can upgrade another weapon, like, to the point where I've got this weapon upgraded. The choices we make in life. How is this? That seemed like a very disadvantageous position for me, but I was able to cheese him from there. Just wouldn't think that hitting someone with the broadside of a spear would be the way to go. Well, he figured out how to use it. Please don't hurt me. I usually struggle with this boss. I have trouble with this guy, so we might be here a while. But that's what I said about Pontiff James P. Sullivan. Bloodborne's cool and all. Shields are also nice. I like having a shield. Okay, I don't like this. He heard what I said. He's like, oh, you like a shield, eh? How about this one right in your ass? I really hope Vinny gives this game a chance. I think of all the Dark Souls games to play, this would probably be the one that would be, like, the most likely for him to play. I think he just, like, got ruined for Dark Souls 1, unfortunately, which is really sad, because I think we can all agree there is something special about Dark Souls 1. This is a very long elevator. Some of the elevators in Bloodborne went so fast that the camera couldn't keep up with them. And I think it's because they thought that some of the elevator rides were, like, too long. Die! Don't kill me, pilgrims. Don't kill me. I hear you. I hear you doing attacks. Fuck you. You better miss. You better miss. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. And now time for the one example that everybody cites when they say this game has too many bonfires. Oh my god. It is silly that you can see the bonfire from another bonfire. I guess there are places where you can see a bonfire from another bonfire in Dark Souls 1, but those are situations where it's much more complicated than just walking right up to them. But here it is, folks. Sorry, I took too long to get to it, so we didn't really get to see, but yay! And the only reason this is a thing is because you get a bonfire when you defeat every boss. I'm just curious. Dr. Head Ass. I would assume this guy's name is. That's pretty good. I should go spend these fucking 150 literal thousand souls before I move on into the Duke's Archives, or whatever. The Grand Archives, sorry. I don't even care about the sorcery guy, and Grey Rat, he can go fucking rot. I don't even care. This is the opposite of the murderer playthrough. Not really the opposite, that would be like pacifist, save everyone. But this is the completely fucking ambivalent to everyone. Maybe I'll go on a killing spree at the end. That might be kind of fun. You know what? I never use these. Germa always fucking uses these, like a psycho. I'm gonna buy a bunch of these, because I'm crazy. Okay. I kind of wish it would only show the option for Burn Undead Bone Shard if you had the option. Wouldn't that be nice? So you didn't have to keep checking? I mean, you could also just keep track of shit, but fuck that. Look at that. This wax altar is actually really cool looking. I'm glad they gave us a better view of that, because I would not have appreciated it otherwise. And now the giant crystal sage isn't shooting at me the whole time. That wind-up is such a joke. That wind-up is comedy. That is a comedy joke. For funny men. Here's the classic, these windows should by all rights be breakable, but one of them is just permanently broken and the rest of them are invincible to attacks that can kill gods. Oh, this is, right past these guys is the elevator that is actually next to the bonfire, I think. What the fuck was that? Why would you do that? He just hit me with the close range arrow. I love how that guy just ran up to me and shot me with a crossbow at like point blank range. Oh shit, this is this rooftop with the angels that I've been talking about all game. God damn, yeah, we're finally here. You could see these from the very beginning. Well, not the very, very beginning, but start of the open world. I love how these guys basically just barricaded themselves into this giant tower and just went, nope. Link the fire? Nope. We ain't doing jack shit. We are gonna sit here eating Cheetos. If it's all the same to you, fuckers. I love how there's like goons, then there's like slightly more advanced goons, then there's like the gooniest of the goons, or the like hardest goons. Whoa. Oh, you know what's going on there? The breakable parts of the bridge for the Dragon Slayer armor fight are like, they have different lighting than everything else, so they stick out like a sore thumb. Another talkie boss.
Purloiner of cinders.
Sirloiner of pinders. I want a sirloin themed boss. The theme of this battle. Towards the end of the game, they just start using all the jams. Yorm's theme, this song, Dragon Slayer armor. Shit's cool. I mean, I'm gonna try. Oh, you can see into his armor there. For a second, that was jank. He's got nothing going on in his chest area. Also, I'm gonna take my headphones off of one ear for a little bit. I've complained about this before, but like, headphones are just like, people with normal sized heads will just never understand the pain wearing headphones and having like a big head, because it just constantly feels like you're in a vice grip and like somebody's just like slowly squeezing it. All right, come on. There you go. What did I tell you? Simply done. That's like Pontiff Sullivan. You gotta take your fucking opportunity when you get it. Sick fucking fight. I spent so long when I worked as a dishwasher. Here's my story. I would wash dishes. It was kind of a low-key type of thing, so maybe I could go outside and maybe partake in the smoking of the devil's lettuce a little bit. And then I would come back inside, off of my break, and I would put in my headphones and I would listen to the Dark Souls 3 soundtrack and like get teary-eyed listening to some of the songs while washing dishes, because they're so like intense and emotional while I'm like washing fucking like scum off of a plate. That was my life for a while. Yorm's theme, Twin Prince's theme, those were the ones that really got me choked up sometimes. Now, I can unlock the end of the video game, right? Being a dishwasher was kind of fun. It was just a chill job. I had a giant fucking thing, this like industrial machine washer that I would just load all the dishes into, slide them in, and then there's this big hood that I had a big lever and I would and then it would go and like steam would come out the side. It was really cool. Look, there's the high up animation, I bet. Yeah. Whoa! You're doing a little rotation too. I could have sworn with the ones that were at like, oh shit, she's walking. At like chest height, he didn't have that animation. There's like a custom one for the 2 high up thrones. Bye, Ludblith. Eat shit. Oh, this is the same pose we were in when we were doing the marriage ceremony, by the way. Well, I might as well try to just polish off this chunk of the game. And then next time we'll do Archdragon Peak. I don't know how long that'll take, if it'll be a 1-stream thing or what. And then we just got the DLCs after that. Oh god. I'm so scared of him. That is so goofy watching him doing that. Well, good thing to know that even if he's out of his sorcerer mode, he'll get Homing's Crystal Soul Mass for the rest of the fucking year. Rest of the fucking business year he gets that shit. That is, okay, that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wind-up move. It's like he starts winding up for that move 10 separate times. And now, just you wait. I'm gonna show you who's who this time. Yeah. Yeet. It's like, oh man, he almost got me with it. That would have been embarrassing. Drain all my Estus, why don't you? Fuck you. I hate you. Stop. Let me sip. I hate you. That sucks. Let me sip. Oh my god. Oh man. What's a guy gotta do to get a fucking drink around here, man? Get the fuck out of here. It's over. The Ember helped. The Ember helped. Oh, wee. Yeah. No, I hope in hell they don't give you a single fucking drink of water, bro. In hell, I hope they literally, every time you try to raise a glass to your water, oh, glass of water in your mouth? Oh, you really want that water? Oh, you're just dying of thirst? Oh, dash to you. Oh, dash. They just dash it out of your hand every single time. I want a custom-built Lake of Tartarus for that guy, where he wants to get a drink, and he can't get a drink, and they dash at him every time he tries to get a drink. Well, Fextra Life Wiki, you better not be fucking me over on this one. I've got exactly 100,000 souls. Damn. Link the first flame. Actually, it just said touch the bonfire. I think I just fucked it up. Yeah, I just fucked it up. Congrats. Oh no, I am the Lord of Hollows. I did do it. Yeah, I did get it. Still would have been fucking nice if the wiki told me. Ape, inherit Earth. The usurpation of fire. I got the achievement. GG. Shout out to the people in chat screaming in all caps, don't link the fire. No, he did, no. Big shout outs to those. I also, right after I did it though, I'm not even trying to blame chat, I also thought I had fucked it up. That's just supposed to be humanity takes over, but guess what? Those are just gonna be gods in a few millennia, so I don't really know what we solved. It's a cool final boss, just give it 2 phases rather than 2 health bars, I guess. But yeah, Soul of Cinder, definitely not my favorite boss in the game, but it's cool, it's whatever. But the real good shit is yet to come in the DLCs, where they made a boss with 3 health bars. Usually I talk about the game during the credits, but I've done that before with this game. It's awesome. You know I think it's awesome. I think it perhaps even gets a bad rap, and most people, I think most Dark Souls fans are fine with this game. But people like to shit on it. I mean, literally any way that it could vary from the original Dark Souls, people are going to complain about it. You know? Even the shitty parts of Dark Souls 1. So, I do think this is possibly my favorite of the series, of the trilogy of 1, 2, 3. You know, the voice acting in these games doesn't get enough credit, but I think this game definitely, here's something I definitely think this game has over the other ones. Best levels, best bosses. It looks the best. They do a really good job. Pookie Quesnel. I want to be friends with Pookie Quesnel. I don't mean to be rude, but sometimes I see very exotic names on Uber Eats, and they just make me giggle. There was a guy who used to deliver teriyaki to me whose name was just Hung. And every time I saw it, it's like, Hung is gonna bring you your teriyaki. I'm like, hell yeah! Hung's on his way! Begin journey 2. So I do this, yes, do, yes, do it, yes. Begin journey 2, I begin journey 2 right now, do it, begin journey 2. Oh shit! I got another achievement, Ultimate Bonfire. But yes, parts of these games are irritating too. It can definitely get to parts where you get frustrated or annoyed. As you guys may have been able to tell from subtle indications from streamer, it's still worth it. It is still totally worth it. For all the frustration and all the times you get Zoraballed, and all the times they have these fucking weird wind-ups with 10 steps. What's this? Pillars with no collision. Oh, this is a lovely jaunt. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Mr. Wiggles. Fuck! Long stream. Hey, I just looked at the clock for the first time and realized, long stream today. Thank God I kill these in 2 hits. That's so nice. What if they took your stamina too? Your maximum stamina. And then they don't give it back. You just lose it for the rest of the run. No stamina, ever. You can do 1 move at a time and then you need to recover. I think this is the cage we need to open that has an NPC in it. Jailer's keyring. Here we are. Oh, and this is the lady that sits in the little crevasse.
A skinny little heretic still turn heads.
Wow. Don't make this weird, lady. Do not help her. Whatever, I already got the ending. Save her nonetheless. In here is one of the screaming guys. One of the soul screams. What's the guy? Star Scream? In Transformers? Who goes like, ah! That sounded like a SpongeBob laugh. Here's the Scream guy. Get a good look at him. What a dickhead. Yeah, those jump scares, it's like, is that really fucking necessary? Is that necessary? I don't think it is. Especially doing it twice. It's like they wait just long enough for you to forget about the first one to do the second one. Very like calm, collected ook-ooks are happening inside his mind. You just fall asleep and wake up there. Jerma ever even do this part? I feel like he didn't even come up to Archdragon Peak at all. This is a really cool viewpoint. You can actually see there's like a secondary dragon that you encounter later on that I think you can see from here. I remember, maybe we have to activate him or something. But you can see one of the dragon wings like hanging off that ledge up there with that big tower, Leaning Tower of Pisa thing. We had one of the best stream intros I think I've ever done, don't mean to toot my own horn, was I used the collapse gesture right there and played Every Planet We Reach is Dead by the Gorillas. I thought it was a good vibe. Oh shit! Yo, what the fuck? He's so long. Fuck. God damn it, I'm gonna die. I'm dead, yep. I think it respawns me back at the beginning of the level, but, it might not. It might not. Okay, thank God. Should've just finished that snake guy off when I had the chance. I mean, I tried to. I didn't know they parried you. Hey, how's it fucking feel? Not even the guy that parried me. Taking my aggressions out on innocent bystanders. Bystanders. Oh no, you're meeting all of bystanders. Ah, praise, that's the moon. That's the moon. But that's, you know, this stream wasn't quite as... Last stream was probably one of the most satisfying streams I've ever had in my fucking life. Where I just, like, creamed a bunch of hard bosses. Not like, instantly, but in good time, I think. And today, we did pretty good. I guess I got past Dragon Slayer Armor and, Lorian Lothric. Soul of Cinder gave me a lot of fucking trouble, though. A lot more than he's ever given me before. But it's cool. It's still a fun game. This was an awfully long stream, and it's kind of hot in my room now, so see you later. This is some cool fan art. Oh fuck, who made this? Amber Kitty 007. Very cool stuff. But we've been getting lots of awesome fan art lately. blows my mind that people draw fan art for the stream, honestly. That shit is whack. Can I just show off? This is something that I'm never gonna get the chance to show off otherwise. People have been submitting Lark fan art too. And somebody did Lark in the style of Gungeon. I guess this is like the Gungeon main character. That's from Jimbo. That's really cool. I like saw that. I was like, oh shit. I don't play Gungeon, but I think this is a Gungeon reference. Always appreciate that. And appreciate the subs. People have been gifting subs a lot lately. That is, as always, you don't have to do that. I'm doing just fine off YouTube. I'm no fucking, I am not a king with coffers of riches or anything, but I'm doing just fine off YouTube, so you don't have to do the big subs, but or even the little subs, or if you want to give, that's fine, and that's cool, and the emotes, I guess, are fun, so enjoy yourselves, but don't feel obligated to. Sometimes people will say like, oh, I just got paid, here, have some of my money, and I'm like, go, spend it on something nice, what are you doing? But it's also, I very much appreciate it at the same time. Dark Souls. Archdragon Peak. When will there be another episode of Dark Souls 3? Thanks for asking. Probably when I beat this, because I can't do anything else but play Dark Souls 3. I've been playing off stream so much, too. I've been doing that co-op shenanigans. Laying down my summon sign. I leveled up a lot since last stream, and it's mostly just like vigor, endurance, etc. I picked out a better outfit. I've got my 2 different shields equipped at the same time, which has been really nice. And I have enough equip load to like fuck around with this, and I've got my, I'm not ditching the robe. I think this is now Monkey King arc. So I'm going to do some of this area, and maybe skip around to the DLCs. I might just be a freelance fucker and just go around, hop around between the areas like crazy, or I might just dedicate myself to this one. I don't even know. I looked up, there's like an easier way to do the dragon cheese. I have not tested it at all, as you can see by the fog wall not being there, but I think I'll maybe go for it once or twice and then move on with my life. So I'm supposed to go down here, about this far. I need to remember how to do a jumping attack. Okay. Is this... Fuck. Oh, I feel like that was so close. You know who I'm not looking forward to? Dark Eater Midier. Never even really touched that boss. And, I mean, I'm gonna have to get used to Gale's patterns, too, because we summoned for him pretty fast, too, and I had never fought him before. So those of you who don't know, by the way, this dragon, you need to hit it in the head with a plunging attack. Oh, fuck. Go over this way. Fucker. Cunt. Bitch. Sorry, that was rude. Now I'm going to pay. If I don't die here, I'm just gonna bone. Oh, fuck. That's it. But, you know, if many people struggle on it, and 1 or 2 people... and a minority of people don't find it that difficult, then it's probably fine. Nothing to address there. Because I've also heard all the bitching about Midier. And all the, what is his fucking name? Nightmare King Grimm people? Where they're like, yeah, that's my favorite and easiest boss. Really tough bosses tend to be a divisive issue. Also, really gimmicky bosses. Where, like, you have to do, like, people fucking hate Yorm, because you have to do, like, some weird shit to fight him. So if people, you know, for one, like, don't go into it knowing that you can or have to do certain things, yeah, they're gonna get, pretty outraged. I'm trying to, this almost certainly been an experience that I've had. Oh, I mean, we didn't really get, like, super outraged, but people got pissed at us for how long we took to, figure out what to do for the amygdala fight. In blood. Oh wait, I'm alive! Ah! Whoa! He picked me up with, so pick me up with golden hair. Please, please! That was so close! I hit its head. I hit the head. It just didn't go in. You know who else I wanted to talk about alongside all these fingers? The musician earlier. Rice Snot. Super underappreciated channel that I like got my sense of humor from. And you may look at, some people may look at those videos and be like, wow, Grapefruit, I didn't know you literally weren't funny and had a terrible sense of humor, but I hope that some people can vibe with that shit. It's where an obsession with skeletons originated, for instance. Do another fire breath. I despise you. Ah! So this, yeah, what is the goal here? I think I started to explain earlier and then trailed off and tangented. But this boss, you have to plunging attack him in the head. Normally you run around the level in this like hokey way. It's kind of a meme gimmick boss. And then you plunge down from above right into the head and it insta-kills it, all of its health bar. But I'm trying to cheese it by doing the plunging attack way earlier than you're supposed to. And it's not working out so well because I'm merely hitting the head, which is still a weak point. Still do damage to the head. And you can kill this boss by just whacking it, but it takes forever. I swear this is not gonna be the same thing. It already is. Who am I kidding? This is already the exact same thing that happened in Dark Souls. I'm gonna do this a bunch of times, fail, then give up and just do it the normal way. Ooh! Yeah, there we go. Almost missed it. There was some really interesting shit in the Illusory Wall video about how a lot of this game's skyboxes are looped. Including this one. So on the other side, there is actually a copy in the skybox of Anor Londo and the High Wall of Lothric. Except that they put some fucking mountains in the way to cover it up. It's incredible. Look at that, there's literally just mountains in the way, perfectly blocking it. They're like the size, the rough size of the things. So that's why those mountains are there. Okay, I do not have any stamina. I only realized that, in fact, as I was saying that sentence, I was still mashing R1. So I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I think this guy's... Oh, look, his snake face came out! Holy shit! I don't know if I've ever noticed that. Their snake face comes out. That's insane. It's really easy to see. Like, you can see their teeth sometimes when they, like, cast a fireball, but... his whole snake face came out. These guys are just the fucking... Is this Sense Fortress? Why did Sense Fortress this whole time? Look at that. I don't even know if I want to give this an attempt yet. I'm kind of not feeling boss attempts today. I kind of just want to explore and make a fuck ton of progress. I might just get to the final bosses of all these areas and then have like a boss rush. Goodbye. You die. Oh shit, he was disguised in the folds of his clothes. Was another man. Literally disguised in the folds. I hate this. Wow, this is hell. I'm in hell. I'm in hell. I don't know if I ever actually fought these guys, because I always remember just running past. Jesus. Oh! I think I found the weakness. Shielding one move causes them to instantly literally give you their soul on a little piece of paper. And go, yeah, this is my entire being. You can literally shit on it. Might as well do this. This is so fucking awesome. This was like a jaw drop moment for me. Look at that. Massive. And have you ever seen like the size scale? It's like all the dragons in Dark Souls. This one dwarfs every single one, including Midir. This is very zen. Is this Journey to the West? Is that what this is? Is this DLC? No. But it is an area... I'm gonna go on my stupid fucking theory, and y'all can roll your eyes again, but I think this area was maybe once intended to be DLC, but it was kind of too short, or maybe too small, or they didn't get enough done on it or something. Not like substantial enough in some way. Because this area is very separate from the rest of the game is all. And Dark Souls 2 had 3 DLCs, and this game has 2 DLCs. That's always bothered me. Maybe this is why I'm trying to like fit the world into this theory. I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm just gonna murder this guy in cold blood right now. Even the fucking wiki couldn't tell me. Hey, dude. Suck my dick and balls. Oh my god. I sucked his dick and balls. Nope, just kidding. I have the baby sword. We'll be seeing you. Yep, uh-huh. We'll be seeing you later, man. Let me waft your like stench out of the air. You didn't even give me anything. What a cheapskate. I think the only, like, eventually you get, like, some other dragon stones, but I don't even care. These are the arrows that explode after they hit the ground. Pretty cool mechanic. It's kind of like those mace dudes in the Cathedral of the Deep, but... Oh! I find the strat here is to run past, and possibly just never do this area at all, because this area sucks. No, it's very difficult, though. I wouldn't say it sucks. A lot of people hate this DLC, or not hate, but were disappointed by it. Particularly Joseph Anderson, who infamously said, because of the number of areas in it and the number of bosses, I am giving it a lesser grade because he paid the same amount for less areas. It's like, wow, that's a really good judge of the quality of a game. That is just some fucking expert analysis right there. Meanwhile, Dark Souls 2 DLCs, the structure of those is the weirdest fucking thing ever. Each Dark Souls 2 DLC, there are 3 of them, each one of them is 2/3 fucking awesome and like sweet, cool, like end game, really challenging, like awesome stuff, some really creative shit. And then each one of them has a section of it that is the worst fucking thing ever conceived for a Dark Souls game. The snowfield. That's all I need to say for people who have played that Dark Souls 2 DLC. Reindeer. We gotta listen to this guy's voice.
No bell tolls. And yet,
yes,
you've slipped into the painting.
Say more words.
If you've lost your way, the words of Lady Frida will guide you.
Oh yeah, tell me more words.
Go on inside, show respect, and listen carefully.
What a sexy voice. You know, somebody commented the word simp right as that word was entering my brain. Especially because I was thinking, he's out here in the fucking cold, in armor that is probably, like, freezing. The door is literally, like, shut. She won't even, like... And he's out here simping for her. Bye-bye, bridge. Somebody said that these were probably, like, physics pre-baked. Like, they did a physics simulation, and then they put just like, slapped that animation into the game as a pre-baked animation. Also, it makes no sense that you should be able to slide down this ladder, but whatever. But that would stand to reason as to, like, how they're so fucking good looking. Because that animation is just fucking, I've always marveled at that bridge collapsing animation. This is another thing that's just like, hey, remember this in Dark Souls 1? You went into a painting and it was snowy. Didn't you like that? Let's do it again. And whenever I say that, people are like, oh, you know, it fits into the lore of the world, though. But let me say something, a dirty secret. They fit the lore around that. Like, Dark Souls 2 had the whole like a dream thing, which meant they could sort of ease up on that shit a little bit, you know, on all the making perfect sense. You know what I'm very cynical about in regards to, like, Deadpool? Deadpool, they were like, oh, the superhero landing. They're gonna do the superhero landing. And I'm like, oh, you know, thank God somebody finally called out this weird cliche. Landing on the ground and then looking up so that you can look epic for the trailer. You ever watch the trailer for Black Widow? Deadpool did not cure the superhero landing. All these things that are like, oh, it's like a parody of cliches. It's like, well, we're still doing the cliches. That's why I was so cynical about that fucking Outer Wilds 2 or Outer Worlds, I fucking forget. I think it was Outer Worlds 2 trailer, where they were like mocking standard trailers, and I'm like, yeah, this would be a lot more funny if I didn't have the knowledge in the back of my brain that every single person who worked on that trailer will go on to direct or work on... Oh, that was the wrong button. They will go on to make 10 more trailers that trailer was parodying in their lives. A smack in the mouth. A firm smack in the mouth. Defeated. Give me your fucking bones, you bitch. Go down this little, very missable ladder, by the way. I wonder how many people played this DLC and didn't even realize that was there. When we did it on Dark Souls, I knew it was there, and I knew that there was more to this level, and I was still unable to see it until I looked it up. Let's all calm down. Let's not get grouchy. I'm not gonna be a grumpus. I said some pissy things today and yesterday. I'm already embarrassed. You gotta understand what this game does to a man. We're just gonna relax, we're gonna stop singing Yakuza music. No, that's a lie. Dun, 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 dun. It's not good slide music. Who am I kidding? It's perfect slide music. Mario slide. We already did that on Dark Souls, so I gotta do different jokes now. This part is so Bloodborne. This is literally just like a street in Bloodborne DLC. But like we could see the Millwood. There's the church up there. We can't quite see it over there. Oh, 2 ton 21 is here. But we could see the tower, the Milliwood Tower from at the church. I'm not even gonna talk to that guy. Who are you? Why is this guy? He doesn't look like a phantom. Does he have the other ring on? I don't know what this fucking internet is. This is classic Dark Souls PvP shit. Why do people like Dark Souls PvP? I don't understand. Well, there it is, folks. I did a PvP match. I hope you're happy. I hope you can hear my 56.6K modem. I really do want to know. I think, here's my theory. Back when, like, 1 million fucking people were playing this game, you actually got good matchups. Where, like, where your opponent is not, like, in some alternate dimension shifting in and out of, like, realities. This is my theory, because I've literally had nothing but bad experiences with invasions like that. Where it's like, okay, yeah, it sure would be good if, like, the animations synced up with what was actually happening. For instance, and I'm gonna say it, I got fiber now. That wasn't even on my, I don't actually have a 56.6K modem. My up speed is fucking insane now. Uploading VODs used to take like 2 hours, it now literally takes like 5 minutes. And we still got a match like that. Oh. Yeah? You wanna run that hitbox by me again? You wanna do another check over the collision? In this game? These guys fall over, very comical. We're like, oh dear me. People talking about Dark Souls 2 in chat. Someone was like, oh, I don't really get why people don't like it. One of the main things is it had like a troubled development. People were like keenly aware of this. Like halfway through development, they basically like reworked the entire game, from my understanding. And a lot of cool stuff was cut, and it got a severe graphical downgrade, and it's basically people are very sad about that game and what it could have been. Surely we could climb this fence. Surely I could have just climbed over this in retrospect. I think, and do I need to, hold on, I need to bring up the meme. Jerry, you got it all wrong. Time's convoluted in Drangleic. Iron Keep doesn't have to make sense. It's like a dream. That's the meme I was talking about the other day, that I vibed with so much. I think that moment is, people always talk about like, oh, that's like such a ridiculous breaking of like the space. I think it's so ridiculous, it's supposed to like seem weird and dreamlike and bizarre. Oh, here's the piles of books. I think only 1 or 2 of these actually breaks. Yeah. Only 1. How unsatisfying. Oh my god, I wonder if you can get killed by that. Oh, I should have tried it. I bet you can get janked through the world with that, you know? I bet that can like pop you through the world and or kill you. So this is the bell the guy was talking about. How, I guess normally similar to the Bell of Awakening on the outside, which works differently in this game than it does in the first game. Whenever the bell rings, people come into the painting, into the painted world, but then they yeeted the bell out into the snow so that nobody could do that. And yet, we've slipped into the painting. Say the line. Oh, shit. What the fuck? I don't remember this either. I never did this. I never did this path. I think we are finally at the house that it took like half of a second to get to when we had no idea what we were doing. In Dark Souls, where we were just like fucking around, just bumbling. The part that it took half of a nanosecond to zone in on. This is a reference to Dark Souls 1 as well. Again, I can definitely see how people think this game is kind of derivative. But it's also a sequel, so it has to dance that line. I think it also, it has that reputation because Dark Souls 2 sort of didn't refer back to the first one very much at all, and then Dark Souls 3 goes back to referring to the previous ones. Which is why I think it was jarring for some people. Okay, you know what? That was the best guy yet. He knew his lot in life. 'Twas to die. So we now have access to both Freed and the Nameless King. Do I want to do the Dreg Heap too? I feel like I kind of want to save the Dreg Heap for last. God, look at all these fucking bonfires we got. Maybe, let's just activate the Nameless King fight and give it like one go. It's always fucking bells. I believe this area has the same thing where when somebody rings the bell, that means they either, defeat defeated the Nameless King or initiated this fight. It's like some real person in the real world. Oh, and I like the workaround they had here. It's a pretty difficult boss, so probably one of the most difficult in the main game. And so they had it so that you step on this cloud stuff, so if you lose your souls, your bloodstain appears on the last solid ground you were on, which the clouds don't count as that. So they just appear on the stone. Now this is a very cool fight, but it's also part of the reason I gave up on doing it in my first playthrough was just, it's so tedious having to go through this phase every time. Let's take a look at the second phase. Can you parry this guy? Can you parry this guy? Tell me if you can parry this guy. Fast, come on. I think so, I think you can. You can get ripostes on stagger. I guess no. You can. No riposte. What the fuck? I just got every answer at once. Alright, time for another attempt. This is just basically a boss with a really long walk up. You know? This is a boss with like a 10-mile long walk up. Done! It is done! Good day, sir! It is done! Woo! Boom. Nice. Now this feels earned, instead of us using fucking Electra to get through in Dark Souls. Oh, I'm so glad I never have to do that fucking first phase again. Next time we can die a lot to Sister Fried. Maybe I'll complain a lot, you know? Maybe take out my anger on innocent people in chat, you know? Nice, like, wholesome, great stuff. The things you've come to expect from my streams. Oh, shit. Wear his fucking hat. Assert dominance. Finally. A crown worthy of a true king. It's so regal. Oh my god, it's perfect. That is a load off my mind. For so long, the inability to defeat the Nameless King has loomed over me. I was less of a man before I beat the Nameless King. Now I'm a made man, right then and there. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Fun stream, that was satisfying. See you. Gonna die a lot today. And complain a lot about how a boss should never have 3 phases in a Dark Souls game, but whatever. I'm going to do attempts at Fried, and if I like get annoyed or bored or whatever, then I will just go do other parts of the area. So I looked it up. You can parry this lady, but most reports online say... This guy's got a great voice. They say that it's pretty difficult because of how fast her moves are. That like even seasoned players can't do it without like predicting. Yeah, my do outdoes your do. Sorry, you may have longer hair, but mine is more of a foof. What's with the flail? This guy's been like punishing himself. He's been bleeding into this fucking cup for ages. I forgot I had a monkey face. Howdy. Okay, good start. Get me out of my gamer chair. I need my Boke cup. This is a really cool fight. Like this is my favorite part. Just pretty lady with a weapon is a little less cool, but the fucking like weird giant dude in the chair. Yeah, I'll take it. Just pour in it. I love that move. It's like if you get a guy with a big fucking bowl of lava, how are you not gonna put a pour move in there? It's just, I don't really know exactly what he's about to do with some of those, though. Will he pour or will he blow? Why did I sip there? That frostbite did, like, nothing to me. Let's see the Titanite slab, the Jape phase. When I first went into this fight, I already knew it was a 3-phase fight, so, unfortunately this Jape failed on me, but not for lack of trying. And I'm dead. Oh, that's an instant kill, even at full health, I'm pretty sure. Good, the cops are here now. You saw how bad I got fucked up there. We heard there was a murder. On stream! Hey, how about this? I hit you. And you never do that. You can see her move there. That's... she's not even truly invisible. That's the fucking trick. But she just keeps doing that shit, honestly. I think, no, the thing that's stun-locking me there is, like, the explosion from the ice, too. It's like it blows up, yeah. Oh, and also it takes off my whole health bar. No, that was like a combo move on like the same frame. But, bye-bye health bar. Bye-bye. Pour, alright. God, he pours it on his own head. He's so metal. And I've often heard like, oh, well, you have 2 health bars too in Sekiro. And it's like, yeah, the ratio does not equal out. Even if you, I know of course you don't take all the health off of every boss to kill it in Sekiro, but that does not even out. That still leaves them with a comparatively stacked fucking amount of health in comparison to past Souls games. What? Oh, she like, he jumps. Takes a fat yump over there. We got a great view of it that time. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've had people explain how posture works in Sekiro, and I'm like, no, I understand. It still doesn't really even out. There's still so much more work that you have to do, because guess what? Most people are not just perfect parrying every boss. Most people are hitting the boss and having it take damage and, like, allowing that to make it easier to stagger. Or to do posture damage to them. That is just the truth. And I believe games should be for the average player, not for the only veterans. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think that ice explosion move does a fuck ton. And yeah, I'm fine with the occasional multi-phase fight, but I think every other fight in this game is either insane stacked health bar that's just like a fucked amount of damage that you have to do, or multiple phases. Which, if I had to pick, I would choose stacked health bar any day of the week. Even if, overall, the 3-phase boss has, like, less total health than the 1 stacked health bar, I still would prefer it. Just, psychologically, it's just less, like, exhausting. A hit! Yeah! I hit her, guys! I hit her! I hit her! I did it! I did it! Shield is still helping, though. I like to use the shield, if nothing else, like, just for the first few attempts at a boss. Oh, I wonder which way she went. She literally, like, bumped me in midair, and I went like, hey! My memory is actually foggy as to whether I ever even fought this boss on my first playthrough of the game. I certainly never beat it. I might have summoned for it, or I might have just, like, not even given a shit. I mean, I did Nameless King, I just, like, ended up just not beating in that playthrough rather than, summoning. Because, believe it or not, we may seem very summon-happy in Lark Souls, but, on my own time, I tend to shy away from summoning. Guess I did it for Pontiff. Okay, wow, she's so sneaky. Like the knight you are. Just like a fucking ninja. Okay, I thought I could juke and jive. But no. No jukes or jives were had that day. Imagine if she had like a gun. Give Sister Fried a gun. She would never lose. What are you doing messing around with a scythe? Just get like an AK. You know, it's a really good song in the Bloodborne credits. When it goes... That's my favorite part. It's actually amazing. It's like a fucking spine-chilling song. It's like, what kind of fucking credits song gets you hyped after the game is already over? Go with the firebomb. She's got the sick dodges. Here! Yeah! I had to do that for my own amusement. You gotta keep yourself sane in times like this. This is a really awesome fight. This is like not as frustrating yet as I thought it was gonna be, but that being said, we've gotten to the last phase, what, twice total, and I've done like 2 hits to her in that phase. Oh, can I crit? Yeah! Nice! Look at that damage! Out of here. That is, if nothing else, very satisfying to do. Oh! What the fuck was that? She just did like a command grab. Oh! Bye! 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 Oh, 2 bonfires. Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. Oh man, my heart's pounding. Ooh-wee! Now time for this like weird snake statue that nobody knows what it is in the lore. Oh, and now you know what? I ate my greens. I had my fucking like lettuce. Now it's time to have a big old steak, baby. The dreg heap. Let's just start it straight away. That was my first, was that your first time? Yeah, that was my first try on the boss, yeah. That was the first attempt, yeah. Feeling pretty good about that. Nobody tell him. Nobody tell that guy. No, that was my first time actually defeating her without summons, though. It feels pretty good. Look at that. And this is the part that has, like, some moving towers in the distance, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Got my binocs. I've been using this alternate hotbar. Maybe it's once we actually warp into the level. No, that just looks like a big 2D texture, actually, upon closer examination. Yeah, I think that happens later, but you can see some towers, like, moving in the distance later on. It's fucking insane. Split leaf greatsword. I've heard this is really good. When we got that in the original in Dark Souls, people were like, "Whoa, poggers." Sure, just buy all her shit. Actually, we're already warped in. I just realized. So we should be able to see. Oh, the moving towers are down there. I was like, wait, this literally is the level. We already warped in. I can see the moving towers. I'm a fool. Look at that. They're moving in between the last of the 3D models and before the first of the 2D sprites. But I never noticed that otherwise. I guess I never noticed that because I never played this fucking DLC until we did it in Dark Souls. I always thought this was jank, but in retrospect, it's probably just supposed to be like you're in a pile of ash that cushions your fall. So yeah, Sister Fried, I guess, in my personal experience, not actually too bad once I gave it some real honest attempts. I'm gonna try to plunge this guy, even though I think he's already in a suboptimal plunge position. Yo! Hell yeah! That is satisfying. In fact, we gotta put that on just for a second. I love how they have accommodating armor for if you want to be a big fat guy. It's incredible. Which Dark Souls is your favorite from the trilogy? I always say that it's just a toss-up between 1 and 3. So, sorry. My answer is 2/3 of the trilogy, and even Dark Souls 2 is not far behind. I really think 3, like... But there is, as I also always say, there is something a little special about Dark Souls 1 that is, not quite as potent in the other games, and maybe that's just nostalgia. These angels fucking suck. I remember these things being so annoying. And there's another poison swamp. I hope you didn't think we were done with the poison swamps, because there's another poison swamp. Sounds like me trying to breathe when I'm eating a fucking sandwich. Oh! Out of my way. Ho! Now, anyone can do an O. Doesn't take too much effort to do a ho. But, well... Uh-oh, I realize what I've said. But here's a real one on the Sopranos that I have yet to perfect. Oh! It's like an indignant dough that some of the Simpsons, whoa, some of the Sopranos do, and I can't imitate it, but they just sound so pissed off when they're saying dough, and it's my life's goal to be able to emulate it perfectly. You know what I'm not looking forward to? Every other boss that I'm about to fight. Every single one. There's the fucking internet one, where you have to do a PvP encounter. I think you can actually, like, you can make it so that it only shows up as like an NPC. I might try to do that, but, or I could just try to do the fucking PvP thing. It's not the hugest deal in the world. And then there's Midir, and then there's Gale, and then there's, what is the other one? Fuck, I was thinking of it and how annoying it is. Oh, let's look at that. Speak of the devil, and they shall appear. Let me put on a cunning disguise. They'll never know. They're right there. I'm just a box. Hey, you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know. Oh shit, we missed the thing falling over thanks to this guy. You know what? I'm gonna pull an invader. Actually, that's not a good idea because he doesn't have to worry about the fucking enemies. Well, now I'm not embered. Well, that was not like the worst thing in the world, but as usual, it's just like, alright, now back to playing Dark Souls, you know? Like, yeah, I just got, like, interrupted. I was pretty happy with myself when we did this in Dark Souls. And I like, fucking called it that this part was Earthen Peak. I think I called it Earthen Mound, but whatever. I was like, wait, this is just that area from Dark Souls 2, but sideways. It's the same enemies, and this is a big windmill. Good. Everybody's favorite part of the game. This part. Yes. all the enemies to bring back for this game. Did it have to be these? It's like not even in a sense that they're like annoying or anything. They're just such a like nothing enemy. What's your favorite candy? Hey, can we do this a different time? I hate to be rude, but I'm a little busy. I'm like doing something right now. I'll get back to you on my favorite candy. I don't know, Juji fruits. Take the plunge. Take the plunge. Take the plunge. There you go. And that is something that... Whoa. What the fuck was that sound? Somebody just got up way too early in the morning. That is something that took us like fucking 3 hours to do in Lark Souls. Where, I wanted to... What is this? What is... This is just a jape! That's just a jape! What is that? There's not even an item out there! It's cool. I mean, I like this. I would be shitting and pissing. I would actually just, like, faint and then fall off in real life. Let's be real. Vertigo is a son of a bitch. I can't even look straight up at, like, an open sky in the middle of a field without getting a little dizzy. See, that whole time in that area, Germa did this, we did this in Lark Souls, where you're, like, running around trying to find where the angel is, because you're like, I gotta be able to, like, shut off the fucking angel, like you can shut off the crossbow in Smoldering Lake. But then it's like, no, only after you get past the part that is agonizing with the angel there. You know? So I guess spoilers for this DLC, but this NPC that we're about to talk to, this is your chance, get out now, is, well, I've been saying it the whole time, whatever. It's Patches, but he doesn't remember who he is. And I always felt like this was sort of like supposed to be, did I already go past it? No. Like this was supposed to be like a test of if you're gonna trust Patches after all this time, after all these times he's japed you in all these games. But it's like this time he's actually genuine. This is like genuinely like a fucking mini boss. How? How was that not a successful parry? I predicted it would happen. Oh! Was that counter damage from picking up a Titanite chunk? Is that what just happened? Do you get counter damage when you pick up an item? God's Forsaken. Oh, fuck off. Of all the names, he was like, I can't remember my real name, so let's just come up with a random one. Yeah, Lap with 2 P's.
You'll see.
What is the significance of Lap? There must be some reason why he's called that.
I'm hollow.
It's like, oh yeah, you don't need to... I'm literally the god of hollows. You don't need to confess to me, bro. Or a prism stone. I'm alive. I'm alive, folks. All according to plan. Come and get me out of here. This is my private life. This is my private life. Come and get me out of here. It's like a ska song. That has like ska energy. With the horns and all that. Private Life by Oingo Boingo. That is such a fucking jam. I heard that in a grocery store the other day and I was like, grocery stores don't deserve this song. Do you ever hear that where it's like, this song is too cool to play in this venue. I'm gonna turn on my AC and let it blast air right in my fucking face. You guys are gonna get lovely microphone sounds. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Go. Oh, I just got souls? What? Does an enemy instantly die there and give you souls? I'm not gonna try the demon fight yet. What do you say I try to do some fucking co-op on stream? I've never actually done that on stream. That's been most of how I've been spending my hours offline. I don't know if this will work. Let's just pop that down there and explore the area and see if I get summoned. Oh shit, is that Lap right fucking there? Wait, he's right fucking there. What? I didn't know about this encounter. I'm glad I saw him. This does not crumble. Giant door shield. That's the 5 Lorn shield. Oh shit, look at that. Alright. Yeah, another warrior of sunlight. Yes. Let's fucking go. I'll slice your eyes off. Oh good, we've got a spellcaster. And okay, I am fucked. Yep. I did the thing where you accidentally roll directly into the fucking center of the fireball. I have very little experience with this fight. Alright, Ass Muncher 26. Let's go whoop some ass. Also, this arena is supposed to be Firelink Shrine, which I always thought is just like bullshit. It's just like clearly not, but I think like that's like explicitly said in the lore somewhere. But it just looks nothing like the Firelink Shrine we once knew and loved. Oh shit. Get it. Yeah! One thing I do a lot in co-op is try to make it so that the host of Embers gets like the last hit. Yay! We did it! That's the entire boss. Right? No more boss after that point. Fuck, okay, that's an explosion. Yeah! Right in the noggin. God, that did no damage. We really just, because this person summoned 4 people, they summoned 3 people, we just do nothing in terms of damage. This is very raid boss-esque, though, with how many people there are and how much fucking health this thing has. Come on, yeah! Nice. Go team. Jump for joy! We did it! Alright, well, the Ass Muncher lineage lives on. I must blend into my environment perfectly. Yes. I can be the Nameless King, fighting the Nameless King. One of the things when I was co-oping this, I was like, oh, you have to like direct that attack so that your friends will be able to get a follow-up hit at the end. But that's like the optimal way to do it. Yeah! Someone get it. Yeah! Right in the fucking eye! You get them from crow trades. Oh, look, the other half of the... Whoa. Did we both critical attack that guy at the same time? The second half of the animation played after the little cutscene, and I think we were both doing it? Is that what just happened? Alright, someone come over here and save me. Yeah, nice. See, they get the last hit. Alright, that's fun. There's a little taste of the sort of shit that I've been doing off-stream. Got Lady Sister Freed done. That was just simply poggers. I was not expecting that to go down that fast. Hopefully next stream, shouldn't have too much trouble with the demons. Maybe I'll have a fuck ton of trouble with the demons. I don't know. That was another one that all the rest of these bosses we just like summoned for, I think. Cool game though. I'm enjoying this DLC. Both of these DLCs are pretty fucking awesome, if you ask me. So definitely check them out if you want to. If you love Dark Souls and you haven't checked them out yet, for some crazy reason. All right, take it easy, guys. I'll see you later. So, crisis mode. Absolute crisis mode, folks. This is either a cosmic coincidence or this was done with full intentionality on Andrew's part. But Andrew has gone live, Lark, at the same, second that I went live. And, he's doing Psychonauts. And I did tell him that, I was like, you're gonna have to, chain me up to a chair when you stream Psychonauts, like I'm a guy who's about to turn into a werewolf. Because... I'm not gonna be able to, keep myself from being just a total dork about Psychonauts in the chat and telling him about all sorts of shit and, backseating, you know? This may have very well been a calculated move on his part. And perhaps it's for the best. So I genuinely don't know. He might have heard me doing, my audio check before the stream. I don't know. Sometimes you don't know what's going on in Lark's head. Anyway... I'm gonna fight the Demon Princes today. Or the Demon Prince, I think. Weirdly enough, the fucking Fextra Life, sponsored by Fextra Life, by the way, that's not true at all. It shows them as 2 different bosses. There's 2 different wiki pages, one for Demon in Pain and Demon from Below, and then there's a different one for the fucking Demon Prince. I'm like, it's the same boss, put it in the same wiki page, what the fuck is this shit? I got the Black Knight, what is it, Glaive? It's the fucking Black Knight Halberd spiritual successor. I got that fully leveled up. I used one of my 7 Titanite slabs. And is it just me, or are there more Titanite slabs in this game than there ever were in Dark Souls 1? I'm sort of looking forward to and dreading this boss. I also want to test and see if I can, what if I jump off here, you know? Do you have to jump off the edge? How close can we call it? I don't have any souls right now. Good. So I feel like it was, right here. So I'm gonna try to see if I can, what if we can drop off, right here? Alright. Uh-huh. I think that worked out. Cool. So yeah, I've really got not much experience on this at all. I just know one of them toxics you. So I do know about, they have like a mechanic where one of them is like embered while the other one isn't. Sort of forcing you to engage one while the other just chills there and spams ranged attacks. This is like Lawrence flashbacks. There's one of them. And the camera. And the camera, folks. Violin Shrine. Guys, we're in Violin Shrine. Never thought I'd see the day I'd see Violin Shrine again. Seems like Demon from Below. It's going down a little faster. Ooh. But maybe that's just my imagination. Little sweet point for massive damage. It is sweet point for... Fuck! Okay. It's just dead, but the music continues. It just stays dead. Oh, you don't take a lot of damage now, do ya? Okay, we got a Nameless King situation on our hands. Good. Get ready to do this phase a lot. This must be doing something. He's literally making a fucking sun in the room. This is an insane fucking fight. I don't want to get hit by the sun move. Ah! Ew, oh no. It's like a Dragon Ball Z thing, right? They throw planets at each other. Suns. Okay, calm down. I'm probably like picking up on Andrew's mic in the other room. I'm so sorry. I just want to know how much he's enjoying Psychonauts! Urgh! I don't think I got toxicked. I don't know how much of an issue that's going to be, but I may have gone overboard in buying 79 healing items for it. So I think I've come to terms with why Firelink Shrine looks so fucking different in this one, in this fight. I think they just had to level it out for gameplay purposes. They might have like tried having a more accurate Firelink Shrine earlier in development, and then been like, oh, yeah, this does not fucking work as an arena. We need to like, it was flattened over the course of history, okay? Why do I always get souls when I like spawn in here? Seriously, that is like straight out of the Great Hollow. I mean, ironically, we're next to a giant tree. This is not, I don't think this is the Great Hollow, because the Great Hollow was visible from Firelink, but it was like a ways away in Dark Souls 1. I think the implication here is supposed to be it has been so fucking long that this like insane tree grew all the way around Firelink Shrine and then died and then crumbled to ash. It would be such a great moment if you fall into the arena and you're instantly like, whoa, it's Firelink Shrine! But like, instead it's kind of like halfway through fighting the boss, you're like, is this Firelink Shrine? Maybe? I don't know. Yehudi! Oh no, that was a weird angle. Yeah, that was a bad angle. I don't know if that's possible. Like, there's a well here, but this doesn't even really look like the well. Whatever. Does it have a body in there? I should pay attention to the fight. That is one stanky demon. Hey, you're alive? What are you doing alive? None of that. Should I Ember? I'm gonna Ember. I have 99, I have so many Embers. Just fucking Ember, dude. Like, what? Just Ember. That's Fury. This is a Fury move. It's that fight. So, it seems like, from my understanding, you basically, like, bosses have, like, a Street Fighter stun bar. Basically, you know? Where there's, like, an invisible meter that, if you hit them in, like, rapid succession, like, over a short period of time, it fills up and then they get stunned for a second. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Better. Got a lot of this. Now I'm gonna charge up a heavy attack right in his fucking face. Get the fuck out of here. You're a chump. You're nothing. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's an easy fight, boys. That laser move. If you're close to him for that, it's just like, oh yeah, you get to win, bro. Did they even put the bonfire in the middle? Bruh. It's just got this fucking sigil, and it's not even centered properly. Put the fucking bonfire in the middle of Firelink Shrine! Now, Tony, you know that doesn't look nothing like Firelink Shrine. You never played the original, but I know you picked up the remastered edition. Don't lie to me. The Ringed City is like, isn't it yet another poison swamp, or is it just a swamp? I think this is like... I think this is like the merciful, merely a swamp with a giant boss in it. No fog wall ahead, alright. Thank God we have... Oh. Wait. Lyre ahead. What do you think this means, guys? I'm gonna go down here. Oh, guys, it's the Ringed City! Oh my... Wait, we gotta go back. I've been lied to. All this, and I've been lied to. Lyre ahead, they said. That was the lie. And we're doing this yet again. Guys, remember, when you got taken to Anne Orlando for the first time, this is an awesome, like, view that we get, though. Monkey. Whee! I'm just like, oh! Imagine, like, just taking a monkey, like, skydiving. They would just lose their fucking mind. No cool music. It's pretty epic, though. And this is the birthplace, the home of the pygmies, right? We are just spoiled for Titanite scales. This weapon's cool, too. It's just, I mean, it's just, honestly, it's activating the Black Knight Halberd neurons in my brain, you know? Black Knight Halberd was what originally carried me through. Whoa, the dolly zoom effect. Depth of field just goes, rip, oh, rip, oh. It's kind of making me nauseous. Also, I like totally decked out my hotbar to be exclusively Demon Prince fighting stuff. I ended up using one of my 79 blooming purple moss clumps that I bought. May have slightly overspent there. Lesson learned. I know there's kind of a prevailing opinion that, like, and maybe not prevailing, but something I hear a lot is like, oh, the proclamation that Dark Souls, oh, it's so hard. It's just a meme or whatever. It's like a... And especially the fucking, like, quote from Miyazaki himself saying, it was never about the difficulty. It's like, yeah, bullshit it was. Like, you know? Not trying to be rude here, but poo-poo stinka to that. Oh, that's death. That's what I get. Yeah, these games are really fucking punishing. I think that's just sort of people pretending to not understand what being experienced at something feels like. You know? Where it's like, people who have played the fuck out of, like, this game or these games or this type of game, and then they're like, ah, yeah, it's not really that hard in retrospect. It's like, yeah, well, after, like, years and years of experience, yeah, that does tend to happen. It's like fighting game dudes who will, like, practice the same, like, janky motion inputs for 30 years of their lives, and then be like, yeah, it's really not that hard. You just gotta practice it. It's like, yeah, for decades. Door ahead. See, I've been burned before. I've been burned oh so many times before. And I've been burned yet again. Oh, it has a little corpse leaning up against it. Of course it's not an illusory. Please don't breathe fire on me. Oh, that guy really looks like a fuckface. No! Please! I never actually fell. Even in death, I never actually fell. I was sitting on nothing. That was, like, as close as it could possibly be called. But I definitely think, like, the oppressive difficulty of some parts of these games is definitely part of the experience. And, like, you can sort of buy into, like, the feeling of sort of despair of the world when you're just getting crushed over and over and over again in, like, a boss fight or whatever, you know? Now this is the little bug guy. He's such a fucking... Look at him. He's like in an episode of Scooby-Doo. Now two more. Now Fred and Velma's heads peek out behind him. So, guys, how do I make this just an NPC fight? Because I think in Dark Souls we ended up doing... Oh, look, there's the circle symbol on the sword that I used to do the ritual on Henri. I don't think we ever actually fought just the NPC version of this fight. Or maybe we did. I want to do that again. If so. Because I just cannot be asked to have progress locked behind a random PvP encounter. Yeah, Mitch was telling me about, like, in Demon Souls, like, apparently this boss is a throwback to a boss in Demon Souls. And he was saying, oh yeah, there's this one streamer who's, like, who's doing, like, a troll build where he, like, he has weapons that do, like, no damage, but he can, like, tank, he's got really tanky armor, and he just pokes you with a spear that breaks all your equipment, and you have to go fix your equipment, and you just lose the fight over the course of, like, an hour from him just poking you with something that does, like, 2 damage, and you literally can't do anything about it. And I was like, wow, that guy sounds like a fucking cunt. I mean, I didn't say that, but I was like, wow, what an asshole. Like, how do people like this guy? And he was saying that, like, the guy did it for, like, weeks. I was like, what the fuck is fun? What is fun anymore to people? Like, if they made an online game where you could pay $100 to just, like, kill someone's family member, people would do it and stream it. Like, you know? Like, legit, they'd do it without a second thought. It's like, oh yeah, kill your mom, lol, that'd be like a troll moment. Oh, they'd make him so mad. And listen, I'd be so much more willing to do it also if, like, I had ever had, like, a working online encounter. Because, like, fighting someone in Dark Souls netcode is just a completely different video game. You know? Where it's like, you can't, like, punish moves or, like, react to things and try to, like, parry shit when your opponent is, like, half a second in the future. I'm just looking to play the fucking Dark Souls. Like this guy. This is Dark Souls. This guy sucks. I remember these guys are fucking assholes. Yep. There he is, the man of the hour. I'm just gonna go back. This is the ultimate, like, run past a bunch of shit zone. Cause this is the part where they spawn, like, 3 of those bird nest dudes too, right? Like, I was looking through the VOD, the last VOD, and there were several moments where it's just like, yeah, that guy was just in a completely vulnerable state. I swiped my sword directly through his body, and then, like, a second later he rolls, and that counts as him dodging it. And I'm like, I'm not trying to say, like, oh, he didn't deserve it, but it's just kind of, you know, that's not a satisfying way to do battle, in my honest opinion. Oh man, we actually do a fuck ton of damage to these guys. Oh! I was so worried that was gonna, like, launch something at me. I think these guys can shoot shit at you. Oh, thank God this sword does a lot of damage to them. Backstab? No, dare we dream. Wow, I remember those guys being so tanky when we did this in Dark Souls. And by the way, this whole area, I never did this in my first playthrough. I didn't have this DLC. We only did this in Dark Souls, and we kind of rushed through it, using, like, summons and shit on some of the bosses, of course.
It is no surprise thou rememberest our God.
Monkeys know the name of God. They'll never tell humans, though.
He once railed against the dark, but was by dark afflicted.
And now I'm gonna rail him. Let's explore this, though. This is awesome. Oh, this is no longer cool. Oh, hello. I just want to play Dark Souls. I'm so sorry. I know you want to fight, but I just want to play Dark Souls. Please. Thank you. Was that an NPC? See, I don't mind the NPC summons because, we didn't get a good look at it there because that encounter was literally just, like, him rolling into a wall and me spamming R1. But, there it's a fight. There you fight them, and it's not, like, this weird, like, fucking time travel shenanigans.
Touch thine own self.
Excuse the fuck out of me? You want to run that by me again? Search thine own self? Are these guys talking? Or is it... Wait. Is this a dude? What is this thing in the water? This is a guy. Who are you? Is that what's talking? There's a little eraser head. What the fuck? Are there others, or is this just like a unique dude? I'm gonna keep my eye out for more of those guys. See if that's a recurring thing, or if that is a unique dude. God, that is really fucking cool. The adjudicators. And then this baby. Oh God. This is no longer cool. Hey, did you guys see on stream the other day when I called Sammy Sosa a Mafia Don or some shit? I didn't actually say that. Andrew mentioned Sammy Sosa, and I was like, oh, is he a Mafia Don? I've learned about so many Mafia Don names from The Sopranos. I was like, no, he's a fucking baseball player, you lunatic. So I've heard tell that, like, the Dragon Slayer armor that we fight in the main game isn't even Ornstein's armor. It's just like an imitator. Which I've also heard similar things about the Ornstein fight in Dark Souls 2, but I've also heard that Dark Souls 2 Ornstein was the real Ornstein, and Dark Souls 1 Ornstein was actually an illusion. Honestly, in retrospect, it's pretty funny that a red phantom showed up, and I just, like, freaked out because I thought it was a person. Thunk. I can't keep going. This is a way longer fucking ladder than I ever thought it was gonna be. Oh! Now we're just playing tag. You realize this is a big game of tag. Oh. Oh. Oh, is this the Purging Monument? This is Patch's thing. I find it difficult to believe this is anything but the Purging Monument. Plunging attacked my fucking noggin. Oh! The butt move. There's hints of silliness in Dark Souls all the time. There's always like shit that's vaguely goofy. And I love it. Oh, I just heard Andrew scream in fucking agony.
More. 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 More.
One of the best things, it's sort of a happy accident. I feel like this wasn't even by design, but it just sort of happened to be that way. And then they like leaned into it. You can tell where you've been by if there are corpses that don't have items on them, that once had items on them, you know? And you can tell you haven't been somewhere if you find an item. Illusory wall ahead, and then illusory wall ahead. It was actually real. Whoa. Whoa! Beyblade! That was fucking amazing. I saw something flickered across the screen for a second, but when I did that in my, like, off stream, I fucking, like, I hit it and I just clipped through the ground. It was fucking insane. I don't know what caused it. I don't even have a theory as to what could have caused it. And then, oh, this is Spear of the Church right here. Yeah, I think this is a good place to call it. Next stream we can just have Omega, like, boss du jour. Try out Midier, do Spear of the Church. Maybe get some attempts at Gale going. But I think those are all the bosses we have left, yeah? This is a really fucking cool looking cathedral. This guy, what a drama queen. Oh, you beat me. Yeah, get over it. I like how it's kind of like a jape. Like they make you think this is just a weird, oh god, a weird rando like dragon encounter, when really it's just the preliminary part to the boss. Imagine if you had to do this every time you fought the boss. Oh my god. I hear him. Hello. Wow, good morning. Good morning. Ah, I suppose you just don't stop doing that, huh? That's effective. That is effective. That is very effective. Oh, wow, he literally just doesn't stop. That's, cool. I liked it when he wasn't there to start with. Because now this side doesn't have any cover. So what would have happened if I had gone into the mid-ear boss fight, Fog Wall, before I did this encounter? Would he just not be there? Just like a little sign. Critical attack? Oh, oh, oh. Please. Yeah! Right in his lower jaw, I guess? Wow, that was satisfying as fuck. Get out of here. No, not into the pit! It burns! This is a really cool DLC, though. I like this a lot. The swamp is not nearly as, like, horrible and swampy as the other swamps. I mean, this very DLC has a poison swamp, just... It also has a merciful, non-poison swamp that you also don't need to dagger dash all the way through. But I think I'm gonna end it with successfully fucking destroying a dragon right in the face. Blatting him across the chops, if you will. I put on the Calamity Ring off stream at one point because I was just fucking around. I was like, oh lol, the Calamity Ring. And then I got summoned for a boss fight to help with a boss fight, and I forgot I had it on, and the Nameless King hit me with like his weakest move, and it did like 99% of my damage, and I was like, all right, I have that ring on. It's a fun DLC. It's really fun. It's a great game. Eat my dick. So, thank you for watching, folks. See ya. Pretty cool music, right? Pretty funky stuff. Now, I'm about to show you the album art for this music. Alright, and I think you should be sitting for this. Probably. Preferably, okay? There it is. It's not what I was not what I would expect. The like apprehensive vampire playing a golden flute. But I like it. It's fucking awesome. I was like floored when I found this. This is there's a whole album by Mystery Kindaichi Band that is Kosuke Kindaichi's Adventure or something like that. The Adventure of Kosuke Kindaichi. I don't think this guy is Kosuke Kaidinchi or whatever. I already forgot. I think it's like there's some old like Japanese pulp series. It's like a detective series that this is supposed to be a like soundtrack for, even though it's just a written series. So, I'm gonna fight the dragon today. Oh, by the way, we had some lovely art from, Messiah, I think this person's name was? Yeah. No. That is the source. Bill Games made this. I'm gonna play Dark Souls 3 today, starting a drinking game. This is one invented by Yahtzee Croshaw. This is a classic drinking game. I'm going to take a drink, starting now, every time I feel a pressing need to numb myself from the pain of the world. Starting now. Alright. There's one already. And we're gonna fight the dragon and just keep going. Are we gonna pay attention to this, like, booty going on here? What is this ass? Have you always had an ass like that? Whatever your name is? I forgot my guy's name. It's like Skringle Dingle or some dumb shit. I think it's... no, wait. Sklurm McDermott. Final answer. I am going to fight Midir. I've been not looking forward to doing this. I've barely ever fought this guy. I fought this guy probably like twice in my life. So, we're gonna have some fun. Is there a lore reason as to why you didn't die of fall damage? Yeah, in the DLC areas, in this particular DLC, you don't take damage, and the reason why is because you're closer to the center of the Earth, alright? Thus, the effect of gravity would be less, as everybody knows is how gravity works. Let's go fight the dragon. This is a disaster. So I've heard you hit this guy in the head, and that's how you do the good damage. I went and got an Estus shard, by the way. I had one missing. Oh god. Does he, like, not have eyes? I'm not seeing a whole lot of eye action. That looks so goofy. That's just like the Calamite move. That also looked like it wasn't finished. That they didn't finish making it. This music. It's like evil Christmas music? How do I describe this? What is Christmassy about this music? I was gonna say, when they turn and look at you like that, that means they're usually gonna do some kind of, oh god, some kind of around the corner move. Like that. Oh god, I'm dead. God damn it. Both of those Estus were so close to actually drinking. Also, not for nothing, but I think Lark's playing Smash in the other room. I heard him earlier talking about, like, down B and, like, super armor and shit. Is he cheating on me? We're gonna get to hear that jank ladder sound. So... just to clarify, by the way, because some people were like, what the fuck is he talking about with the ladder sound? It's one sound effect just looped over and over and over and over again. It just goes... listen when I go down it. Like, you know how Jonathan Blow recorded like 10,000 footstep sound effects for The Witness? It's just one sound effect just playing, slightly looping over itself over and over again. Once I heard it, I couldn't unhear it. I don't know why you don't take damage here, though. It's just... they decided that it was cool in the DLCs to start dropping you into the bosses. By the way, the cup that I'm drinking this drink from is not the Resonant cup, but it actually is... it's like from the same, like, set of glassware as the Resonant cup. So basically what I'm trying to say is, I'm gonna lose because of that cup. That's just a breath. Gee, Zelda. I guess we really were a Breath of the Wild. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, this might be kind of tough. No, I've heard this is like one of the hardest bosses in the entire Souls series. I'm ready. I'm like ready for pain. And I've heard you can get critical attacks on his head too. And that's how you do significant damage. At least, okay. I was just about to say, at least this fire attack does not actually hit me very often. It hit me there. It hit me there. Who knows, maybe I'll get janked through the world. Oh, that was so close! I wanted that to happen. I want that to happen now. Get me into there. Nah, this is, okay, this is something I did in Bloodborne for like hours, was going up and down elevators trying to jank myself through a wall. And in some places it works. It's just really fucking difficult to do, like with any sort of consistency. Come on, okay, well. It's a good opportunity to give the fuck up. I don't know if I actually would have died if I had come here beforehand, because there was a fog wall before, and now there's not, even after multiple attempts, which I kind of figured a fog wall would appear there. Okay, that sucks. That sucked right there. I was like, that is bad. All right, drink. That's a perfect drink opportunity. 2 hits and then you die. Yeah, drink. It looked pretty far. Oh, that was so close. It was so gross. It's like you gotta hook yourself in, so your hitbox is like a fucking Zorb ball. You gotta like pinch the Zorb ball perfectly so it doesn't go squip and like slide out to one side. Then you kind of have to run in a direction where you're sort of like cramming your model into like a little nook. No, okay, this is gonna add a lot of travel time. This is bad. I should err on the side of going in the door so that we don't waste all our fucking time. Come on! Oh, it's so close! You saw the outside of the world. You saw it. You can freeze frame that. Yeah! Look at that hitbox. He falls back asleep every single time I die and come back down here. He's like, oh Christ, it's you again! I think this is like Calamite where you never want to be like directly in front of this guy. Also, I somehow got away with that like that stupid ass random hit. Every Estus is terrifying. Which move is that? Okay. That's a new one. Oh, that's that. This is second phase. Don't put it through me, sir. That is so cool looking. What does this mean? Oh god, what? Ah! They summoned a bunch of like humanity ghosts. I haven't seen that attack, I don't think. Or I don't remember that. Don't draw that over me. You can draw wherever you like, just don't draw on me. Ah! Please. Do you just chill there now? Oh my god. Finally. Please do enough damage to just kill him. Please. Oh, that's not close. Ow! Wait! Please. Please die. Please be dead. Was that Alright. I guess I am gonna do it that attempt. Why did the second hit do like 10 times as much damage? Alright. Well, no. Everything's fine. I did it. What the fuck? Okay. I'll take that. Wow, yeah, that was awesome, and, I don't know, that felt like some old Demon King shit, where, like, he did his most powerful attack, and then, after that, was vulnerable. I don't know if that's meant to be a thing, or not. Well, I guess there's nothing left for it but to go fight the Spear of the Church, and then go fight, Gale. Oh, this alcohol, I didn't get nearly drunk enough. Whatever, I'll finish this drink before the end of the stream. That's at the very least. And it is half vodka, and I kid you not, half Pog. So maybe that's why I won. I'm drinking Pog. You know what? I'm going all in on Prism Stones. Oh, that's all I can carry. Good. I never got any confirmation that you could... can you bank souls using the dung pies? I like mentioned that like 10 episodes ago, and I don't remember if anybody said anything about it. Hey-ya, 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 hey-ya. Alright, here we are. Oh. I'm a monkey. Oh god. Oh god. Say what you're gonna say and then get me out of here. Say what you're gonna... No, he's restarting. Just go through, skip through it. Oh, is that it? Okay. I could have sworn, I think I did, actually I walked up to that door off stream and he mentioned something about you can't disturb Filianor in her sleep or something like that. So here's the thing I just like, always fucking just forget exists in the game. It's the adjudicator judge. The only reason I remembered this guy existed was because there's other ones of him in the other parts of the DLC. Half-Life? Oh, shit. That's how that works. So I don't think we ever fought the NPC version of this. Okay, well, I just dodged right into that. Just mash R1 for success. Also, my like, headphones are glitching out. I'm only getting this, it's like stuttering in one ear. It's going like, oh, shit! Okay, fix my headphones. Oh, thank God. That feels like clearing, that feels like popping your ears. Having one headphone not work and then having it suddenly work again. What is that? He's got like a secondary... Did you see off on the right side of the screen his fucking homing soul mass or whatever, homing church mass had like... It had like a weird... There was a weird secondary like image of it. I can't even describe it. He looks like Hero from Dragon Quest. Or he looks like the fucking 11th hero, I should say. Bye-bye. Alright. Titanite Slab. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Just the one danger is getting crowded by the painting guardians. That leaves only one boss left in the whole game. And I'm very excited. This is egg moment. Top 10 egg moments. Are you ready? Oh, she's not right there. Okay. It's anticlimactic. This is a really cool fucking cathedral though. This is awesome. This makes me think of Dark Souls 2 a little bit. I don't know why. Alright, you ready for top 10 egg moments in gaming? Ba 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 ba. She's got a nice egg. And apparently it's got like, there's, actually no. There's early concept art that shows this thing having the like transposing kiln inside of it. Which is kind of cool. And apparently this is based on an old anime movie that the director of this game was super, he really liked. I don't think, I mean, this just makes it so we like travel, we like time travel forward, basically. Touch the embraced shell. I love how the cloth physics reset every time the camera angle changes. It's just something that was in Bloodborne and they never figured out how to fix it. You monkey! Oh my god, he instantly shattered it. And it almost feels glitchy that she, like, keeps laying there, but no, it's just supposed to be that she's almost a statue for how long she's been sleeping there. Look at her eyelashes, they're grown together, oh god. I never really realized that. That's hokey and nasty. I have very little memory of all of this stuff from Lark Souls, because we kind of breezed through this shit with summons. And now I'm just breezing through it with goddamn skill. Oh my god. But not really, I mean, whatever. Wow, so we crumbled the egg, and then she literally just sat there looking at it like, what the fuck did you do? For literally like a million years. And now we're here. This is such a fucking cool cutscene. How the fuck did they do that, even? Because the cutscenes that have your character in them, whatever. This is not like the same level of high quality render of like the intro. I thought for a second they did a cheeky like swap from in-game cutscene to rendered, without me noticing, and I was about to be really impressed. But upon closer inspection, it's all in-game. This area is so fucking cool. This is just the logical conclusion of Dark Souls, is just everything is just completely it's just a big fucking pile of ash. Just about everything has crumbled to dust. And Guts from Berserk is sitting here just sucking up all the souls that are still around. So look, there's the symbols that we were seeing on the Ringed City. So we know these are the ruins of that specific church. I guess it's kind of like connected. And then off in the distance is the high wall, and I think Anor Londo, yeah. And this is such a neat concept for like a boss arena being this fucking huge. This is like the ideas that they were toying around with in Dark Dark Souls 2 Frost DLC, like Ivory King. Oh my god, he said it! He said it! He's finally, we got a title drop. Geez, Zelda, I guess we really were a Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. And I think if you wait for this guy to crawl all the way down there, he, like, just dies. Look at the way they got the, like, effect of the dust sort of blowing over these dunes. That is really well done. It's like, you can kind of see how they did it with, like, trickery when you really look at it, but just at a glance, it just looks so good. It's funny that, like, at the end of the fucking universe, there's like 2 people. There's the final boss of the whole fucking series, and then there's some lady who always whoops my ass. Like, she was, like, actually really hard to deal with.
I've searched
There we go.
for the dark-stricken creature.
I'm sure.
Shearer.
Oh, this is the lady I could have summoned for mid-ear. She's got a mouth on her.
Yearning.
Chatty Cathy. That's what we like to call people like you. Yep, just keep rolling into the Alright, well that was a lot easier than the Dark Souls. Never would I ever eat it, never have I ever eaten a tomato. That's the one that always got people when I was younger. Whenever I played Never Have I Ever, I was always like, yeah, eating a tomato. And people were like, what? And I was like, yep, I haven't ever. And now I've eaten plenty of tomatoes, so I can't use it anymore. Whoa. Way up, no. That guy's pogging. You know, when I opened the jar, or not the jar, the like carton of Pog, it kind of looked like it was pogging when I opened it. Look, this is how he was knelt at the shrine, too, in the cleansing chapel, I believe. Wow, he was just like snacking on that guy. Oh my god, he said the fucking line. And I talked over it. Monkey! I'm a monkey! So all this like serious shit is happening. I'm a monkey! Oh look, he did the Artorias thing. That's gotta be an Artorias reference. So again, we summoned for this guy like once. Or we fought this guy a couple times and then summoned for him and beat him like straight away. So, I really don't remember much, except the final phase is insanity. Oh god. And he goes rawr. Get into your car and leave. That's my mnemonic. Fuck you! Ah! Wah! Someone said I wish you could rematch these bosses like in Dark Souls 2. I was thinking about that the other day. I was laying in bed the other night, thinking, the soul, or the bonfire aesthetic mechanic was so good. I actually had a fuck ton of fun with that off stream. Ocelot! Oh, he's got a phase. Okay. Did you know there are 11 SpongeBob SquarePants titles for the Game Boy Advance? Could we do this another time, perhaps? I'm a little busy. He's bleeding on his sword. That's like just a bloodstained graphic from like the like asynchronous online. Oh my god, he said it! Oh, he embered up too. Shit. No, you're not supposed to take an ember. No, 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 no. His sword is broken. He can't beat me. I tried to fight the Asylum Demon with the broken sword, and it fucking sucks. So this guy is screwed, mate. Oh, I'm gonna switch to this shield. Because I'm not parrying this fucker. That's for sure. Oh, this music! Yo, what is this, like, major chords? I'm not used to major chords in my music, in my Dark Souls music. That really threw me off. So how about those souls, huh? How about them Dark Souls? Good God. That's a lot of stuff happening at once. Alright, well, here's my last Estus. Yoy. Alright, well, there's that happening. Just hit him. Fuck. Oh, God. Yoy. No! I was like, Hail Mary, just stun him, please. Alright, well, I got very close. This doesn't seem like it'll take that long to do, though. I think this will probably be our final Dark Souls 3 solo run stream, if I can pull it through, which remains to be seen. Ah! My fucking eye! This fire makes it so that you really need to dodge to the side there. That major chord just like throws me for a fucking loop. That gets me so floored. Because all the music is always so like despair-filled, but this is so like triumphant. Just for that one part too, and then it goes back to foreboding. Kick him, that'll work. He's very receptive to kick. Kick move, most effective. I actually don't know if he is. He might be. Yoy. Ah, uh-oh. Bad situation, bad situation. I love how his cloak is the thing that like follows him up there too. I just noticed that. Oh yeah, that is a good stun moment. I get why this is a highly beloved fight. This is just so, this is like the ultimate like, all right, you're getting what you paid for. You bought the DLC, you went through the trials and tribulations. Now fight the fucking coolest guy in the universe. Uh-oh, stop, no more, don't hit me. They're usually pretty receptive to just asking you not to hit them. These bosses, these guys. Oh! Oh no! Whew. I'm panicking hardcore. Take a sip. Oh! Premature? Perhaps. Perhaps. Almost definitely. There it is, folks. Whew. Wow, my heart is pounding out of my fucking chest. What an awesome fight. What an awesome fucking fight. Dark Souls 3, everybody. Monkeys rule the world. Let's light the final bonfire and get the fuck out of here. Chug the rest of this. Gulp. The divine blessing helped out in the end. And you know what? I still got 2 cold ones for the boys. Wait, so there's not even like an ending cutscene for that. I just go talk to the like paint lady in the other DLC and that's it, right? We don't even get a cutscene. Jesus. I'm fine with that. That is such a fucking sick fight. And it wasn't too hard. It wasn't too crazy difficult. I always heard like, oh, Gale and Midir are like the hardest fucking bosses in all of Dark Souls. I don't even really know about that. I am not even sure. I would have to replay Dark Souls 2 to really ingrain that. I think that I might have just heard that because this is like the most recent bout of hard bosses, you know? Deacons. Someone just said deacons. Also, this place is on fire now. Give blood of the dark soul. This is instead of an ending cutscene, we get this. Yes. You're welcome.
Will I paint a world? Please tell me thy name. I would name this painting after thee.
Oh, yo, the painted world of Squirm McDermott, the monkey man? No. I have no name.
I see.
I have no name.
We are much.
History doesn't need to know.
I will name this painting.
Move forward. No kings, no gods. A peaceful land, its inhabitants kind. You gotta be the bigger man. When somebody asks you to paint, when somebody paints a fucking universe in your name, and they ask you, do you want to go nameless? You go nameless. And that's Sekiro. The painting is Sekiro. No, the painting is Elden Ring. No, the painting is Bloodborne. Goodly isn't a fucking word. But that would be cool. I mean, I think that like checks out 100% that she makes another FromSoft game, you know? That's what the painting is. That's what that world is. But that is Dark Souls 3. It's over. No more. That's all that I mean, I think I did every boss, right? Let me know if I fucking missed any bosses. But I think I did them all. I even went back and killed some optional shit. Like I killed Havel off stream. I killed like the big giant that was sleeping in that one place in Irithyll Dungeon, but those weren't like that difficult. But yeah, Dark Souls 3, fucking amazing game. Like this playthrough was incredibly fucking fun and satisfying. If anybody's ever like played through a Dark Souls game and just like squeaked through it, you know, like I did on my first playthrough of this, where it was like, oh man, some of the bosses took me like ages to fucking beat, and it really felt like I got through it by the skin of my teeth. Give it another shot, because replaying through these games is so fucking fun. I had just as much fun going back through Dark Souls 1 as well with a spellcaster build. I would have to say, if I were to come back to this game, I probably would mod it in some way. I have fiddled in the past with doing an enemy randomizer for this game, but I think I actually fucked it up so badly that I permanently ruined my Steam version of this game for modding, like, at all. So I'm gonna have to look into that if I want to get modding going. Maybe that's fixed because I reinstalled this on like a fresh PC and all my saves were gone, so I figure all my like old settings and shit would be gone too. But I have heard about the like Cinders mod. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I think just Cinders, but it's supposed to be like expands on some stuff, some quality of life improvements. I heard it makes spell casting more viable, so maybe if I ever wanted to do a spellcaster run of this, I would do the Cinders mod. Nothing soon. Nothing, like, I can't even guarantee I'll ever come back to this game on stream, but this was incredibly fucking fun. I had a great time. And Dark Souls 2 will happen. I will do base game Dark Souls 2 unpatched, which I have never done before. Non-Scholar of the First Sin edition, and that has some fun glitches to mess around with, similar to Dark Souls 1. This game also has glitches, by the way. There's like, I could do a jank hunting stream for this. I don't know, maybe I would at some point. I don't know. That's I have no plans to do so, though. But there are fun glitches and like out-of-bounds shit you can do in this game. I just kind of felt like doing a legit playthrough, though, you know? But thanks for watching, guys. This game's fucking awesome. Take it easy.